Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size, and from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret, with tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time, but when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the fam. How y'all feeling on this good Tuesday? We back to build on this good boxing and give it its just due, how we always do. Y'all already know, if you catch this on the playback, make sure you smash that like button, sub to the channel, and turn your notifications on and come build with the fam. Shout out to my JBT fam, man. And salute to the family in the building. Shout out to my guy, Lonnie Lee, man. Always in the building. What's good with it, bro? Appreciate you. Shout out to Damon. What's good with it, my guy? Mark West, what it do? Shout out to the fam, man. Got a nice boxing build, man. Nice boxing conversation, man. You know, and that's why I love when we get good fights. When we get good fights, great fights, all it do is lead to potentially even better and more great fights. That's why I love the fact that they gave us this undisputed fight this past weekend, man. It was everything it was supposed to be. It lived up to its billing. Even it goes to show, despite a knockout, even without a knockout, the fight could still be highly entertaining and you can get your money's worth. Tony was good with it, fam. The Real Infinite was good. Miss Jusdu, my baby girl in the building. How you feeling? Maul Brooks, what it do, family? How you feeling? Shout out to my guys, man. Appreciate y'all, man. We gonna build on this good boxing. Like I said, man, this weekend, man, you know, it just got everybody still talking. You know, people still debating. I'm hearing it on panels, going back and forth as to who they felt like won the fight. And again, all that means is we just had a great fight. It was back and forth. It was close, highly contested all the way through. You know what I mean? Nobody took the fight and ran away with it. It was nip and tuck back and forth the whole time. And that's the kind of fights that we need to see more often with some regularity, like I said, so people can stop overreacting to what they're seeing. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, after this fight took place, you know, it was a number of different things people were speculating, you know, for one being obviously a media rematch. People feel like it's more than justified because the fight was that good. Some feel like Bivol deserved his opportunity to get his lick back. Some felt like he won. You know, it was a number. I seen it going both ways. I seen polls voted for Bivol winning. I seen polls in favor of Beterbiev, right? It's just one of those fights, man. And for me, you know, it's the conversation after the fight. You know, what's the potentially take place after the fight? You know, you heard Bivol in an interview speaking about potentially fighting Beterbiev, but he wanted to let it be known and make it clear that his focus was, you know, Artur Beterbiev, not Benavidez. But he even spoke about fighting Benavidez. Benavidez did an interview with Ellie Segback, and he was talking about fighting both of these guys. Man, some good opportunities to come out of this. And, you know, whether the rematch happened or not, I think the winner of, you know, Benavidez and Morrell at least put themselves in a good position to possibly challenge one of those guys. Kirk Douglas, what's good with it, my guy? That's why I'm glad they're here, man. I'm glad you're doing well over there, bro. Glad you're doing well over there, bro. For real. He said Blair, the wobbly Blair Cobbs, he stopped talking trash to the fighters that are better than him. I admit that is a good fighter, even though I don't like his antics outside the ring. Yeah, it happens. We're gonna talk about that too. You know, Blair Cobb has some things to say about Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Nobody been biting their tongue in terms of criticism when it comes to criticizing this dude. But we're gonna get to that. But nonetheless, man, like I said, this conversation right here is leading to more potential good fights. And, you know, the fights surprisingly played out differently than what a lot of people anticipated. A lot of people were saying he was going to be number 21. And y'all know what 21 is. He's going to be knockout victim number 21. And it didn't happen. I mean, you know, I think he got, you know, buzzed a couple times, but he didn't come close to being stopped for the most part. Like, he made it through there. Just posted receipt. Oh, shout out to my guy B Inboxing who just posted, man. Much love to my guy, man. Would it make more sense for the winner Benavidez and Morrell to fight Arthur right away? Go for Dimitri, fight first. I mean, it all depends on what makes sense. You know, if you're Benavidez and you beat Morrell, then you probably will go right for the winner. Why not? If you Morrell, say you were to lose, you know, or you win, you know, going fighting a Bivol wouldn't hurt because more experience for him is never a bad thing. But Benavidez is at the point in his career where he ready for all challenges, I believe. I truly feel that way. I think he tested himself the right way over these last couple of years, and he continues to do that, following it up with this Morrell fight. And if he get past him, like, I don't see no reason why he can't fight whoever the undisputed champion is at that time, whether it be Beterbiev or Bivol. I think he should fight either one. Flyer Frequency, my guy, was good with the Zoom verse. My brother was good with it, bro. Appreciate you sliding through as always. Appreciate you sharing the lives as well. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. We're going to build a little bit. Good conversation, man. I think, you know, I'm the Clip King. I got some interviews we going to break down and listen to. But like I said, I just wanted to give my opening remarks on this, man. I think we got some great action to come out of these fights. Like I said, you know, the fight between Beterbiev and Bivol was so competitive and close that it got people like Sean Zittel, shout out to him. You know, he flat out feels like Benavidez could stop, you know, Beterbiev after seeing the fight. And, you know, some people still feel like Beterbiev stops Benavidez or beats him. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we got to see the fight. I'm not just awarding nobody no wins. Just like we, you know, a lot of people awarded, you know, Beterbiev a knockout before he even had to go in there and prove it, right? A lot of people were saying, oh, he's just going to go in there and knock him out. And we see that didn't happen. So now we already just jumping ahead and, oh, he'll just beat Benavidez. I'm not so sure, man. That young man is hungry, committed, and improving from fight to fight, getting slightly better, man. Benavidez is dangerous, man. So he not gonna just be no guaranteed win for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Stylistically, like he gonna push you to the limit. He gonna test your will, your gas tank, your chin, your body. He gonna push you to the limits physically, man. So I don't know. Benavidez ain't no easy out for nobody. So I'm not gonna just say Beterbiev or beat him. I don't know. I need to see it. You know what I'm saying? I need to see it. Shout out to Zoom versus said neither one of them. none of Davis beating Bivol or Arthur. I want to see it though, because I'm not for sure. We gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's always up for discussion for me. Bivol and Benavidez have sparred in the past, and them sparring sessions got Benavidez feeling pretty confident that he could do work. He said he felt like, he said this in an interview about a year back. He said he had stopped Bivol. You know what I'm saying? He said probably be a tougher fight because he got all knockouts or whatever. But he talked about fighting both of them. We're gonna get to all this. We're gonna break it down. Samuel, what it do? My guy Ernie was good with it. Milan in the building was good, fam. Starting to look. They might not get an opportunity at 75. Why not? David Benavidez? Why not? I think he will. He gotta get past Morrell though. I think Morrell is aiming to upset the apple cart in the natural order of things. You know what I'm saying? Morrell is looking to make a statement if he can beat Benavidez. That's gonna be a statement win, a big one. A big one. I think he will though. Love to see it too. Yeah. Yeah, right, man. Ain't nothing wrong with, feeling like, because those guys are established soon. They very established fighters, very disciplined, very good, you know what I mean? And, it's the top of the top. So, anybody thinking that they can beat anybody else is not crazy, right? Those are that's the top 1 and 2 guy right there. So Benavidez still got to prove himself at 75. So I understand. I get the reservations, but I think he young enough, hungry enough. I think he got enough skill and talent to compete, and not only compete, possibly beat those guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play the interview from Sean Zittel, man. He gave his thoughts on it. Like I said, he felt like Benavidez could stop Beterbiev, man. And after seeing this fight, man, it's not too far-fetched. After seeing the fight with him and Bivol, and the reason I say that is because unless Benavidez is put in a situation where he keeping his hands at home because of the power or something, say if they were to fight, then that's the only way I could see his punch output not being what it typically is. But that'll be something new because you haven't seen the fight yet. But Benavidez ain't get in there and outwork his guy. So him getting outworked will be new. Benavidez has never been outworked by an opponent in not one single fight in his career. Never. He's never been outworked. So that would be new, but it would be interesting to see the style matchup. Like I said, you got two dudes that ain't looking to box and move around a whole lot, right? So they'll be right there. You know what I'm saying? And I think the fight would be crazy. I think it'd be a crazy fight. Benavidez feel like Beterbiev is strong and hit hard, but he's really flat-footed. Feel like he could probably take advantage of that. So again, these conversations are a product of witnessing a great fight that just took place that needed to happen. You get what I'm saying? So I love it. I love all these matchups. I love the different perspectives, man. And they're right in position. You got a young, hungry Benavidez, man. I don't think he turning down no opportunity to fight Arthur if he get the chance. About him not being worth it. Nah, man, he definitely worth it, bro. Them dudes is it, man. Aisha, peace and blessings to the queen. How you feeling today? Always good to see you. Nick Ballin TV, what's good with it? Ray Patterson, my Jersey brethren. What's good with it, fam? Mr. M Pride in the building. What's good, bro? I don't know. Bivol has success because his quick defense. Benavidez would be too open, in my opinion. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's possible, but I'll say this. Jordan Smith, what it do? Benavidez, Aisha, I don't know if you know, he got some of the best defense in terms of like connect percentage. Like he in the top percentile, some of the least punches landed against him. And I know it's shocking to hear, but the numbers, like they really surprised some people, but he don't get hit as often as what people may seem. But that is a possibility, those openings, and a guy like Beterbiev will take advantage of them, right? So now that's not far-fetched for him to be open and Beterbiev be able to take advantage of the openings there. But I think stylistically it's very intriguing, fun matchup. You know what I'm saying? You got two guys that don't know no way but really forward, right? So they don't have no choice but to give us a good fight. So I see areas of success for him, but I also see areas of success for Benavidez being a taller, longer guy. You know what I mean? Heavy jab, very good body puncher, faster hands, throw more punches, good combination puncher, places shots well with his combinations, right? So it'll be a good test for Beterbiev, and he's getting older. You get what I'm saying? Another training camp, young, hungry guy, different style. It'd be a good test. It'd be a fun fight for sure. Definitely be a fun fight. And I got a lot of faith in Benavidez, you know what I mean? Ability to figure it out and you know, try to adapt to what's in front of him, man. He do a good job at doing so. And it'll be interesting to see if Beterbiev could put him in a position where he can outwork him. Because you get what I'm saying? Benavidez is always a high work output, always outworking this guy. And I could see the volume being an issue for an older guy. You know what I mean? Especially surgically repaired knee, different things like that, right? You can see it, man. You can see that just being a fun fight. So I don't think nobody wrong with no assessment, no early assessment. But this is one that need to happen. Peace to the Queen, Lisa. How you feeling today? It's not pretty, but it's successful. Yeah, it's not pretty. Yeah, we were saying that it's not aesthetically pleasing to the eye, but Benavidez's defense is underrated. It's surprisingly better than what people think. So it's a good matchup, like I said, and with him being at 75, especially if he's continuing to win, and the same thing for Beterbiev, it's almost inevitable that they fight. It's almost inevitable that we see a fight between them two. And I particularly, because of the pro experience, because of the opponents that he's gotten in the ring with, you know what I'm saying? I would love to see that fight first. You know what I'm saying? So, but I know seeing the timing of seeing a Benavidez and a Beterbiev is probably, you know, reliant on a couple of things. Obviously, if they'd have run back the rematch between Bivol and Beterbiev, then, you know, Beterbiev got to handle business there again, right? But then you got Morrell and Benavidez potentially run it. Well, not potentially, they gonna run it, and he got to win that fight if he want to be next in line to face a guy like Artur. And like I said, I'm excited for 175 with them two young studs moving into the division between Morrell and Benavidez. It just made 175 that much better. You know what I mean? You finally seen somebody lose out of the number 1 and 2 guys. Now there is a definitive number 1 guy for now. You know, there's a number 2 guy in Dimitri Bivol, right? He gonna be a tough out for anybody. You see how tough he was for Beterbiev, and everybody ain't punching like Beterbiev, so they won't be able to keep, you know, Bivol honest in spots where Beterbiev was able to keep him honest, right? So it's some good matchups to make, and I'm here for it, man. I want to see who get there first. I want to see what's to come out of this. If they run it back in a rematch, which it looks like they will. You know, Turkey Halasheep talking about working on it. Bivol already talking about he want the rematch. Beterbiev is like, no rematch. You know, he heard the Benavidez talk out there, so I want to see it, man. Work was what boxing fans like to see. Yeah, it looks dope watching the crazy action in his fights. Brain definitely pleasing to the eye. Yeah, but talking about the defense, for some people, you know, the defense ain't the most aesthetically pleasing thing, but it's effective. He really don't get hit as much as people think. Kyle, cool it, man. Blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? Salute to you. Or people not understand what they're looking at when it comes to watching David Benavidez when it comes to his defense. I mean, to a degree, some of it. That's why I say I blame it on the commentators, the guys that's in position to teach and educate the fighters. I mean, the viewers at home, they do a bad job at doing it, right? He don't get hit as much as you think. You can look at the numbers to back it up. You ain't got to take my word for it. Check it out. You'll be impressed with it. Probably surprised, but impressed nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? He's talented. Emmanuel, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? So he's a good fighter, man. Good fighter. Better defense, like I said, than what people give him credit for. And he's in a position where he could just keep proving it, right? Morrell is definitely another proven fight. I see some people saying it's a little bit early for Morrell, but you gotta let him see it. I mean, he's been getting tested since his 3rd fight. He's been fighting 12 rounders for a title in like his 3rd fight. Fought a 22-0-1 guy in Lennox Allen. Dismantled him, took his belt, went on to defend that strap several times, beating people, never really have close fights. You get what I'm saying? Morrell is something to be reckoned with, man. He one of them young young studs that's just ready for the opportunity. So win, lose, or draw, I think the fight is going to deliver. Sheldon, what's good with it, fam? It should be next for Alvarez, 68. Billy. Shit, who should be next? That's a good question, but he's just gonna handpick another guy. Yeah, they suck at educating the people on what they really saying because they be having bias, you know what I mean, attached to their commentary. But that's what I'm here for, to provide the balance that boxing need, man, with my commentary. You did, but like I said, this is a fight that could be on the way. This could be the next biggest fight at 75. You get what I'm saying? With the, the reputation that Benavidez got, of course, bigger name than Morrell, fought the more notable names and things like that. So that could be the next biggest fight at 75 at light heavyweight. Benavidez against Beterbiev, man. But first things first, Beterbiev look like he got some more business to handle against Bivol if they run back that rematch. And Benavidez got smoked with a young, hungry, dangerous David Morrell that's looking to prove everybody wrong. I think it's too early for him, right? I don't think it's going to look like it's too early for him, but I could be wrong. Benavidez, we're going to find out when that fight comes. You know what I'm saying? They showed me could stand in there with the Giants and Bivol and Artur. For all the fights been inside allowed. The greed that's going on. Yeah, I'm with it all, man. I think he did a hell of a job in his first fight at 75 against Alexander Vostok. He showed that he could compete up there, right? Now it's a matter of just completely acclimating, right? Getting your body fully acclimated to the weight class so you can compete at the highest level against them top dogs, because that's where you headed. You know what I mean? Morrell is a pit stop. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous pit stop on the way to the top. You get what I'm saying? And you got to tip your hat to Benavidez for even thinking about giving us a fight like this right now. This early. I mean, not this early for him, but just it's early. It seems early for Morrell and him being willing to give us this fight this early in his move to 75. I didn't anticipate this fight coming in his second 175 bout. Like, he could still arguably be acclimating fully to the weight class, right? Getting his body situated. So it's a dangerous fight for him, and I like it. I love this shit for boxing, man. This is what boxing need. You got to tip your hat to both guys, man. One, Benavidez reaching out, and Morrell for reaching back and saying, let's do it. And then on top of that, you got Beterbiev just fighting a guy and Bivol, like, we don't rematch. Yeah, Benavidez, he want to come up to our weight class and fight. Let's do it. Let's do it. But, like I said, this fight was so competitive and good that it got people like Sean Zittel. Shout out to him. I'm about to play this interview from him. He gave his thoughts on got it feeling like he could knock out. You know what I mean? If he wanted to.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your man, Sean Zittel, and I thought I'd follow up on that post I had yesterday where I think David Benavidez can stop Artur Beterbiev. And, it got met with a lot of dismissal and people scoffing and making fun. But, just to start, styles make fights. And I do think that Beterbiev is a guy, unlike Caleb Plant, unlike Demetrius Andrade and Alexander Gvozdyk, that is going to move into the power. He's a front foot fighter. He can move any direction, but he's primarily more of a front foot fighter. So he'll be going to the power of David Benavidez. And I think Benavidez is 12 years younger. Well, that's a fact. He is 12 years younger. And I definitely think he has the better hand speed. And I think he's still a puncher. Not all punchers are created equal. Canelo Alvarez might hit a little harder than David Benavidez. I suspect he does. But Dimitri Bivol said that Canelo Alvarez also hits harder punch for punch than Artur Beterbiev this morning. He's still a puncher. And when you meet force, with Beterbiev is coming forward, not on the back foot like Gvozdyk, Plant, and Andrade, then that gives Benavidez a chance to land with power in a way he wasn't able to against some of those other guys, because styles make fights. And I see a lot of people immediately bringing up Alexander Gvozdyk and the fact that Benavidez went the distance with him. And that writes off his chances of any chance of beating Beterbiev, let alone stopping him. But Canelo Alvarez, when he was 27 years old, the same age David is, when he made his first fight at 175 pounds against Gvozdyk, he went the distance with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. And Chavez Jr., like Gvozdyk, even more so than Gvozdyk, was not fighting to try to win that fight. He was fighting to try to survive. And so Canelo went the distance at 27 years old in his first fight in a new weight class with Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who had been knocked out in 9 rounds by Andres Fonfara, right? Now, by that logic, that Benavidez in his first fight at 27 years old in a new weight, same scenario as Canelo against Chavez Jr., if he can't beat Beterbiev because he went the distance with Vosnik, well then wouldn't that mean there's no way Canelo, after going the distance at 164 with Chavez Jr., who was knocked out by Fonfara, there's no way he can knock out light heavyweights and super middleweights. But what do you know? He goes on to knock out Caleb Plant and Sergey Kovalev at 68 and 75, become champion, because in your 20s, as you move up in weight and grow into your weight, you perform better. He's not a finished product. Benavidez is entering his prime just like Canelo was entering his true prime at 27 years old around that time. Floyd Mayweather, in his first fight at 135 pounds, when he was in his mid-20s, went the distance with Jose Luis Castillo, a fight a lot of people thought Castillo might have won. But 5-6 years later, he's beating Oscar De La Hoya 19 pounds heavier at 154 pounds because he got that much better from his mid-20s to his late 20s. So I think Benavidez is still entering his prime. I think and again, Vosnik, like Chavez against Canelo in that first fight at a new weight, wasn't really trying to win the fight. And, you know, a lot of people even scoffed at me saying the winner of Benavidez Morrell is the #1 contender for the light heavyweight title. It's funny, he already is the #1 contender. The Ring rankings, the most credible rankings, the Ring, and the most, you know, prestigious belt out of the 4 sanctioning bodies, the WBC, have him already rated basically as the #1 contender because Beterbiev's the champion, Bivol's rated #1 below him in the rankings by Ring, and Benavidez is rated right below Bivol. So, and the WBC already has him as the interim champion for Beterbiev's title. You know, and it's not good to get caught up in groupthink. Everybody thought Lomachenko would beat Teofimo Lopez, but what do you know? The younger, more athletic guy was able to beat the established veteran in Lomachenko. Everybody thought Golovkin would beat Canelo. Most people believe he did beat Canelo in the first fight, but ultimately, Canelo beat Golovkin, younger, more athletic guy. In his 20s, fighting a guy well into his 30s. By the time Benavidez and Beterbiev would even fight, Beterbiev would be 40 years old, and Benavidez wouldn't even be 30 yet. So styles make fights. A lot of people think Benavidez is tailor-made for Beterbiev, but I think Beterbiev is just as tailor-made for Benavidez as the other way around. And Benavidez has faster hands than Bivol. He punches a little harder than Bivol. He has better upper body movement and flexibility than Dimitri Bivol, who doesn't move his head a lot. Bivol has a better high guard. He has better feet. He has a better jab. And Benavidez got to pick up the conditioning at 175. He got tired towards the end of that Vosnik fight. But I already explained other great fighters that had their first fight in a new weight class and had some less than spectacular results, only to improve thereafter as they enter their prime in their mid to late 20s. So I would love to see that fight. Beterbiev and Bivol will probably fight again. But I thought the first fight, good fight, was underwhelming. It didn't turn out to be a light heavyweight classic. We wanted one of those guys to ascend to special, you know, and join the Bob Foster, Roy Jones level of light heavyweight fighting. And I think both guys, while putting on a very good competitive fight where they showed skill and heart and adjustments, they still fell a little short of expectations. I think Benavidez is a more explosive fight that ends in a knockout. Either David will get knocked out or Beterbiev at 40 will get knocked out. And a lot of people, again, scoffed at Teofimo beating Lomachenko. I thought Teofimo would win that fight. A lot of people back in the 60s scoffed that young Cassius Clay would beat the fearsome older puncher in Sonny Liston, and we know what happened. So, you know, ultimately, I just want to see it happen. We already saw Beterbiev and Bivol, and it didn't quite live up to expectations. Benavidez is already up there in the rankings to get a shot at the title, and I think that's a more explosive fight stylistically. Benavidez has a different temperament than Bivol. He looks for the knockout more than Bivol. So whether I'm right or wrong, you should want to see it because it's a better, more explosive fight.
It was good with
Let's hope by 2025, because let's hope that Beterbiev and Bivol can get that rematch in, you know, in the first half of the year. Benavidez fights Morrell in January, and by the end of 2025, we're shaped up for, honestly, I'd like to skip the rematch and go straight to Benavidez Beterbiev, or excuse me, Beterbiev's the champ. Beterbiev Benavidez next year. So without the rematch, but got to let that play out. As for that fight itself, at first when I watched it, I thought Bivol got robbed, and then I watched it again, and it was a very close fight. And I have no argument with Beterbiev taking home the titles. In a very close fight, the judges awarded the aggressor who hurt his man more times than Bivol was able to hurt him, and I don't really have a problem with that at the end of the day. So that's my take, and I'll close with this. Thank you. It's a little telling that people scoff and insult and don't even entertain the idea that a guy 12 years younger with faster hands, who's not a small super middleweight big enough, he was really a light heavyweight sucking down a super middleweight, can't beat a guy who many people thought got a gift and is turning 40 years old. I don't see how that was such a hot take, to be quite honest with you. So there you go. Peace.
Shout out to Sean. Shout out to him. I look, like I always say over here, I appreciate the different perspectives, man. He had one interesting. It had a lot of people buzzing and talking. So I mean, it was worth a discussion. Look, he feel like after seeing that fight, you think the young Benavidez got a chance to stop Beterbiev. And he do. If you think about some of the things he said, yeah, he was kind of a guy that people, he was saying they felt like he could fight at cruiserweight. So he was at least a light heavy, shrinking down and cutting down to 168, right? So like I said, just going back up there, it's probably better, with each passing fight, I think he'll get more comfortable there. Yeah, I think we'll see that in this second fight, even against somebody as dangerous as David Morrell. It's not out the realm of possibility, like he said. You got a Beterbiev that would be 40, and a Benavidez that would be, 27, 28 if they fight. So younger, fresher for sure. Faster hands, busier guy. Punches harder than Bivol. You get what I'm saying? Heavy ass jab. Like he could create some issues for Beterbiev. No other way to cut it. That's not gonna be no walkthrough fight. Like, especially after seeing the way him and Bivol played out, with Bivol not being a puncher, and he don't look for the knockout the way Benavidez do. Benavidez be trying to punch through the target. You know what I'm saying? And he throw rapid punches, good body shots. Like I'm telling you, man, I see areas of success for both guys. I see that being like a 50-50 type of occasion. You get me? Like, nah, I don't see it no other way. I don't see it as no lopsided fight. I feel like Benavidez he had no crazy disadvantage like that and none of that. And oddly enough, this guy got 21 fights. Benavidez got 28. He got more pro experience. Like, he got more pro fights, but Beterbiev been fighting championship level experience. So, that's a little difference than just fights. So you get what I'm saying? So he can hang, he can compete. That'd be a great fight if it happens, man. I don't think Sean was bugging to say that. It still has to be proven, but it's not out the realm of possibility to think he could be stopped, right? You seen him drop from guys that are lesser punchers than Benavidez. But I think the couple guys that put him down are lesser punchers than Benavidez. So it's not, and he's that much older. So, it could happen, but you still got to show me. You got to work. But I think that's a 50-50 type fight. It's one that either guy could win. Benavidez, man, young, hungry, man, you're gonna have to beat him up, man. It'd be interesting to see if Beterbiev could break his will or make him hesitant, make him not want to throw punches. And you know what I mean? I would want to see it. I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that. I think that's a good fight. You know what I mean? Sean just reacting off what he see. He knows boxing for sure. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a perspective, right? It don't mean everybody got to feel like that. You know what I mean? Just think about it, bro. A lot of people, myself included, thought that Beterbiev was going to be able to get a knockout. I thought that a lot of people was, more than sure. Like, yeah, he going to knock him out late. I got Beterbiev stop is 8-10, between 10 and 11, and all these different rounds they was predicting, talking about how bad he was going to end up getting beat up. It never happened. So it just, it means that these fights, we still need to see these fights. Anything could happen in a fight. You could have your take. It could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But I still want to see it. I think Benavidez would be a tough challenge for either Bivol or Beterbiev. Both of them. I think they'd be great fights. And like I said, he's been on record talking about, Bivol in the past and them sparring sessions. Like I say, he feel like he'll stop Bivol. Feel like he'll do him in. He confident, you know what I mean? So I like it. I like the sound of it, but I like it more if they can make these fights. Kevin, what it do, fam? Rolly, what up? He's just trying to line. Better be a bit different. Benavidez, find out sooner or later. Yeah, we know, but my thing is, I think with Benavidez defense being a little better than what people realize and the style that he bring, I think it'd be interesting. Like Sean say, he made some points. He's a come forward guy. Beterbiev. He ain't gonna be on the back foot. He could be going into the power of Benavidez, the heavy jab, the body punching. He could, you know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna just be one-way traffic. And with him having a longer arms and a very good jab, you get what I'm saying, with faster hands, that's an issue for an older guy, 40 years old. You get what I'm saying? Coming off knee injuries and knee surgeries and things like that. So it won't be no easy fight for him at all. You know what I'm saying? It won't be an easy fight. It'll be one where you got to figure it out for sure. Make no mistake about it. He gonna have to figure some things out. So look, we just don't know in what order all this will come. I just like the conversation. I like the possibilities of this fights, these fights happening, man, off a big undisputed, light heavyweight bout that needed to happen for some time now. So more than likely, Bivol should run it back. He got every reason to want to run it back. It's that type of fight. But whatever happens out of them, I think it's going to be some heavy consideration of the winner of Morrell and Benavidez fighting the winner of, Bivol and Beterbiev. I think that's going to be real. I think that's next in line. I think that's the next place that you go. You know what I mean? Especially if Benavidez beat Morrell. Definitely. Why not? Who the hell won't pay for Benavidez and Beterbiev? Even if it's Bivol, Benavidez, Morrell, Bivol, you know what I mean? Any of this, I watch any of these fights. I know a lot of people feel like it's too early for Morrell and he'd get destroyed or X, Y, and Z. But look, you just never know until you see these fights. I can't wait to see what's next and how all this unfold, man. Because like I said, yeah, I'm here for this, man. I'm here for it. I want to see it. I want to see it, man. I wants to see it. Hold on. What's this? Okay, so I got an interview up here from Beterbiev, and I do believe in this interview they asked him about potential Benavidez fight. So we're gonna play some of that too. Says styles make fights, and I get that, but Bivol always controls his fights on the front foot. Against Arthur, he couldn't control the ring. Nah, he just didn't have total control for sure. He did. He controls some aspects for sure. He made things difficult in spots in each of the rounds with his movement. But, unlike any of his other fights, he couldn't take total control of the ring because he had one guy forcing the issue and fighting as well. So it was just a great style matchup, I thought, Saturday. Yeah, man. Any of these fights is great, man. Any of them, man. Look, anybody got the possibility to win. For me, I think when you get up to that top tier of 75, that's just what it is. I think those fights really could go either way. You know what I mean? Benavidez, young and hungry, man. I'm telling you, coming, man. I think he's going to make some great fights moving forward. I think him and Morrell, man, this might be one of the fights that we be talking about for some years, man. It could deliver. It could be that kind of fight. I just hope that it is. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Rolly, man. Said wasn't the Beterbiev versus Bivol fight the biggest fight in light heavyweight division in like the last 20 years? Yeah. For sure. And you know what's crazy? What Sean was saying with Benavidez and Beterbiev being a more explosive fight, he right because of what both fighters bring in their styles. That's more like two trains on the same track. You're not going to have to see Benavidez boxing and moving around the ring the way Bivol was. You really don't see that. You get what I'm saying? And the same thing for, Beterbiev. So Benavidez, two trains on the same track. Like, that's must-see action. And somebody got to go. I think just because of the styles and the way they fight, man, the way they approach fights, I think somebody mess around don't make it out the fight. Because unless he's handcuffed mentally and he ain't throwing stuff because he worried about what's coming back, that'd be new. But if Benavidez is to be Benavidez and have that high work rate, think about that high work rate against a guy that's coming forward. You throwing body shots, heavy jab, faster hands. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, you want his cardio to look a little bit better, his condition to look a little bit better at 75. But I don't even think we could begin to question the conditioning of Benavidez, who's been solid throughout his entire career. I think that's just a matter of acclimating and pace and controlling pace just a bit better, right? That's something he can tweak and fix. But man, just stylistically, that's a fun fight. And then you got Beterbiev that's coming. He's accurate in his own right, very heavy hands. And his punches are meaningful. He's not very wasteful with his shots. He don't load up on everything. He timed his big shots well. It's a lot to like. He got a ton of experience, got picked up a wealth of experience going 12 rounds with one of the best boxers in the world in Dimitri Bivol, right? So he got that. He got so much experience on his side at 40. He ain't just some 40-year-old, and he's still performing like a guy that's not 40. We got to know. We got to look at the age and know, or look it up to know that he's 40. He don't fight like a 40-year-old. You get me? So, and you got Benavidez, not even 30 yet, just on the come up. That should be a great fight. It'd be a great fight to watch, man. But the thing is, you know, Morrell can change all of that. You know what I'm saying? Morrell can change all of that. But it doesn't matter for me who wins out of that fight, because they're bound to run into the winner. These fights all need to happen. I don't care because Bivol lost. Just because Bivol lost don't mean I wouldn't want to see him fight Benavidez. I still want to see him all. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. What is Bob talking about? Yeah, you know, we'll get there. But right now, I just like the conversation. I don't want to kill it with the politics, because that'll kill all fights if we start thinking about how Bob will move. But I get it. It's reasonable. But I just like the fight right now. And I don't know. It seemed like lately he ain't been in the way of the big fights. You know what I mean? Hopefully Loma was a sign of things that come. And another thing too, Cal, what I'm starting to hear behind the scenes is he ain't really making all the moves no more. He ain't really the one facilitating all the moves. I'm starting to hear that a little bit more, with a little more consistency. I ain't going to report on it just yet, but I am hearing it, that he ain't the one making the move. So could be a good thing, man. Especially you got different people in play. I mean, they allowed this fight to happen. This fight was pretty huge, right? So I don't know. I just hope he won't get in the way of these big fights. But we know what the past has been like. But like I said, seeing that he was willing to let Loma go and make a big fight and left it all up to him, hopefully it's a good sign for things to come when it's time for the right fights to be made. You know what I'm saying? Ambrose was good with it. Al Booger, my guy, was good, fan. We'll just rematch Bivol and then retire. I think Beterbiev will be concerned with fighting anybody when he's achieved his life goal. I don't know. It's always possible. He could retire, but he ain't talking like a dude that's planning on retiring, right? I ain't saying just because he ain't talking about it don't mean he's gonna do it, but seem like he a dude that want to be around a little bit longer. Melanin Queen, peace, Queen. How you feeling today? So we'll see. But as of right now, like I said, I think these are some good potential fights. You know, we can't put the cart before the horse. Still got a lot of them to go get their rematch in. You still got to see Benavidez and Morrell outcome. And then there's always the politics that Cal is bringing up with the promoters and what they're going to do. But with that aside, just for right now, I think these are some fun fights moving forward. What's good with it, Richard? What's good, fam? So we'll see. But let's get to this, man, because Beterbiev was interviewed and he was talking about this a little bit as well. So, you know, it's fans for you. What have you know, what's next and who you going to fight next?
Unified light heavyweight champion Artur Beterbiev.
I don't think Canelo will ever fight him, Rolly. I don't think he will. He said if Bivol won, he only was interested in fighting Bivol. I think that's a, dead giveaway that he'd never get in there with him. And I think for obvious reasons, you know what I'm saying? So I don't think we'll see it, but shit, Canelo got a chance to win any fight that he in. That's the crazy part, but I don't know. Beterbiev just obviously is something that he ain't trying to do. Jado was good with it. Opponent stands still. Videz is a pressure fighter. KO for sure, most likely. Bivol. I knew Bivol run would be problematic. That movement was problematic. He wasn't running that movement. You can't stand in front of that damn lion, that bear with gloves. You get me? Optimism. I get it, Kyle. I try to keep my optimism, up. I do. because I gotta, you know, for conversation purposes, you know what I'm saying? You know, I know politics always weigh heavily, especially when we get to these big fights, especially the meaningful fights. But hopefully, like I said, you just wouldn't be in the way, because I do think, you know, that's a fight where everybody could win, right? With Benavidez, with his name, Beterbiev, obviously having all the hardware. Just to say, if that fight were to come to fruition, it'd be good for boxing, man. And Benavidez, man, I'm telling you, that's must see TV. But hopefully, man, you know, politics don't get in the way. But let's check this out, man. Shout out to Fight Hub, man, and Artur Beterbiev. Congrats to him. But let's hear what he had
getting
to
ready
say.
to fight Dimitri Bivol October 12th in Saudi Arabia. Fight will be on ESPN Plus. Arthur, this is an amazing opportunity.
Oh, well, hold on. Where is it? I want to go to the smaller clip, man, where he said he wasn't impressed. Hold on. Let me see. Did I put it in here? He said he don't really watch. He ain't a fan of boxing. He don't really watch Benavidez and Canelo fights. Said he not really impressed.
Honest, I never see Benavidez fight. You know, even Canelo fights. I see. I don't know which fight. What Golovkin? I see him fight full fight, I think. But you know, like I'm not real fan of boxing.
Not impressed.
No impressed. Like
no, not impressed. See, don't so. It was real. It was real brief. That's a longer interview, but I didn't want to play the whole thing and drag out through it. But pretty much, you heard what he said. He don't really watch, and you hear that from fighters often. They ain't a fan of boxing. They don't really watch it like that. He never seen Benavidez fight. Not really impressed. You see, he said that at the end, and it's interesting because, you know, you would think this is a potential opponent for you, and you never even seen him fight, which is crazy. But we've seen this before. I wonder, I don't even know if Artur Beterbiev does the homework on his opponents. Do he study opponents or not? But Benavidez is knocking potentially at his door, man. You know, he could, with a win here, he in the driver's seat to get that fight. And like Sean was saying, he is already like #1 member. After fighting Voshtik, he was supposed to be in that position, right? To fight the winner, Beterbiev and Bivol. So I like the fact that he taking a pit stop, which is going to be a dangerous pit stop, in David Morrell, and choosing to fight him. You got to respect that. He ain't taking a lighter touch, which he could have did. No disrespect to Jesse Hart. You know, never been knocked out, a lot of experience. He could have worked out a fight with him. We was hearing him as a potential opponent, but that didn't come to fruition, and he chose what people feel like is one of the most dangerous guys out there in David Morrell. So you gotta love that, man. So he got, you know, before you can even get to a Beterbiev and Benavidez, you know, Beterbiev and Bivol still got a round 2, the rematch, I believe, that they're gonna sort out. And Morrell got, you know, he might have something to say about that. You know what I mean? Teach was good with it, bro. All things, my guy, Jose Diaz, Benavidez versus Morrell. Zit, Dark Kent was good, fam. I'm probably waiting to see Benavidez, Beterbiev happen. Gauge who we like to fight next. Yeah, I think that I'd be shocked to ever see him fight Benavidez at this point. I don't even think, no matter who what he look like and who he fight, he entitled. He just moving the way he want. LaMarcus was good, fam. So I don't think he's gonna fight either one, but Benavidez and Morrell is going to be telling. Morrell is just more skilled than Benavidez, but Benavidez has the determination to win. It's a fact, Teach, like whatever he lack or may lack in any type of skill, he definitely make up for it, like you saying, bro, in determination, will, and just hard work, really believing in himself, self-belief, man, being motivated. That's what Benavidez is. He's going to always give himself a chance to be in any of these fights. So that's going to be a test for both of them. It's going to be really telling. Depending on how Benavidez looks, especially if he's to be successful, you already know what they're calling for. They're going to be calling for the winner, for him to fight the winner, Beterbiev and Bivol. And we got us another great fight. You know what I mean? Win, lose, or draw, it ain't about the loss. To me, it's the matchup. This is something I didn't anticipate even having a conversation about this soon. I thought Benavidez was going to stick around a little bit longer at 68, but yeah, other plans, and those other plans might lead to better fights for us. So hopefully politics don't ruin it, because, you know, that's always a big factor. But right now, I like the direction, man. I like how Beterbiev, like, man, I don't watch them dudes, man. I ain't really a fan of these guys. I ain't watching them like that. But he said also in another clip, if you want to come on up to 68, hey man, let's do it. He wants to come up to my weight category. Let's do it. Creole was good with it, bro. On the island or something. Money for you has more power with one punch. Morrell does. Yeah, they sleeping on Morrell, Jose. They sleeping on him, man. Somebody call him the worst Cuban boxer out there. Say he has no skill. He don't set up his punches and none of that. Just flat-footed, loads up on everything. I was like, wow, the disrespect. Man, y'all feel like that about David? Y'all feel like that about young David Morrell? It's crazy. I'm busy. What it do, my guy? How you feeling? I heard that on the boxing voice, man. I think it was Ness saying it. I think it was actually Ness. He was going off. Yeah, he was going off about Morrell. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. But we're going to keep rocking on this, man. Like I said, I got a clip to play from Benavidez, a recent interview where he was talking about potentially fighting the two and kind of broke down their styles. Like I said, he's confident, yo, and those are must-see fights, bro. I don't care who wins out of any of them. I want to see them all mix it up. They in there, they got to fight. Bivol look like he's going to be around for a while. What is he, 33? Beterbiev, although he 40, he like Wolverine. He look like he got a few more years left, maybe, if he want, So we'll see. Roger was good with it. Let's go, Morrell. Yeah, man, I want to see what Morrell got. Casanova was good. Benavidez will stop Morrell. Some people saying within 6 rounds, Benavidez gonna stop Morrell. But I'm like, they gotta show me that. I'm not so sure on that. I like Morrell's skill set. I like his skill set, and I think people kind of overlooking the skill set because of his last fight. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find it. He was killing him. He cooked David. He cooked my boy Morrell.
Morrell, horrible. Looked horrible. That was another robbery. Hot Rod won that fight. He thoroughly outboxed Morrell. Morrell needs a lot of work. No jab, can't set up shots, telegraphs all the bombs. I'm sure David wants to fight. And when we talk about debuts at 75, he ain't look better than David. He ain't look ready. No power. I mean, he didn't even hurt Hot Rod. He probably showed last night that he's one of the least skilled Cubans. Morrell, horrible.
You say one of the least skilled Cubans. He showed that, and that again, sometimes like I say all the time over here, we see these fights and we overreact from it. But no power is crazy. I mean, what is his KO ratio? Like 70% or something like that, or a little more. I don't see how you can say he don't have no power. I think he did buzz Hot Rod once or twice in that fight. He was loading up in that particular fight, wasn't setting his shots up, right? He didn't go through his bag like he should have, man. He didn't go through his bag like he should have. He did. Shout out to my guy Remo. Pardon me. I thought it just popped in my head. Zoom verse. He said, horrible. Yeah, B-Dog was good with it. Yeah, man. He could say he the worst one out here. I'm like, damn, man. Morrell was the first power puncher Benavidez we facing his pro career. That's a good point, man. He could punch, bro. He could punch, man. I was surprised by that, like to hear that take. I'm like, man, nah, Morrell is a lot better than that, man. You gotta give Morrell a lot more credit than that, man. But I think he could put a lot of that stuff to bed with this fight with Benavidez, right? It's funny because this was right after they both fought at 75, and they kind of fought like a week apart or something, right? A week apart or whatever it was. So it was good that people got this assessment. And now from that fight, he going into the Benavidez fight. I like it, bro. You're going to have to show me that this dude horrible because I don't see that. I think you entitled to have a off night. I think it could happen. Better to have an off night or not your best night against Hot Rod in your first fight at 75 than your second fight with Benavidez, right? I think we'll all take that. And it was a fight that he was never at risk of losing to me, man. Shout out to my guy Remo. Let's talk fashion. All David got to do is be competitive versus David. You lose nothing. Yep. B-side victory. Black new wave. Edgar showed him the way. Edgar showed him the way. Star Fox McLeod said Canelo would get Beterbiev a better fight. The thing is, Canelo won't fight Beterbiev. They already asked him about it. I had talked about that. Shout out to my guy Part Twice. They asked him about it already. He said, you know, if Bivol won, he only interested in fighting Bivol. He ain't got no work for Beterbiev. So look, I think he'll give Beterbiev a good fight, but a better fight, I don't know. Remains to be seen. But it'll be interesting if he was to go up there and do it. But I know he won't because he already said it. Benavidez hurt Morrell like boo-boo, but in the late rounds, we gonna see, man. It's possible, man. That's the thing. Benavidez has shown you in the past, like if you slow down, he's shown you if you slow down, it's gonna be a problem. If you slow down, he can get you. He can hurt you bad. You know what I'm saying? So Morrell got a good gas tank. A good boxing IQ, good pedigree, amateur background. He got a lot he working with, man. Cuban style, schooling. He can fight, bro. He definitely wouldn't be in this position if he couldn't fight with just 11 fights. So he definitely ain't horrible, man. Not too long ago, people was, you know, bigging him up. Now you have a off night, and all of a sudden he horrible. You know what I mean? He ain't got no power. He just load up bomb. I'm like, nah, I don't like that, bro. He showed me more times than not that he can box. Bodymore, what's good with it, fam? Like, you feeling Tank Card is in shambles? I don't think so. Canelo should fight Beterbiev for undisputed. That would be a cherry on top for his legacy. Yeah, man. Unfortunately, he don't care. He just on that. He on that bag, man. That's what Canelo at right now. Anything that's gonna bring in him or whatever he want is, you know what I mean. And it's not gonna be challenging himself with none of them dangerous fights. I think he'll take challenges, but they'll be like calculated risks. He's not gonna go for it all like he used to when he was young. Like, he ain't looking to fight the best and most dangerous guy out there no more. Those years are long gone. You know what I'm saying? He felt like he proved it already, so we won't see him doing nothing like that. Who started out strong? Yeah, he did. He started out real strong against David Benavidez. He fought the wrong fight, I think. He burnt out, and he was heavy. He rehydrated. That was the heaviest I think he's been in his career, too. So it couldn't last. The thing is with Morrell is he got a good gas tank. I haven't seen him gassed in no fights. He fights at a very good pace. Some people, like my guy Flossie, be saying he fight in spurts, but I don't know, man. I like his pace. I like the way he control pace in his fights. David Morrell pick his shots real well, especially when he in his bag. He can box. He can do a lot in there, man. He just gotta, you know, go in his bag. You gotta get back to what made him dangerous and look like one of the best young Cuban fighters out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he got to show against Benavidez when he get in there. Canelo fought a little dangerous fighters. Yeah, he wasn't even considered. They asked him. I did a clip on it, and they asked him. He ignored. He pretty much, you know, he dismissed that. Jeez, Tank Undercard. I don't know if they officially released it, but I had talked about it a little bit. I think we did, though. I know from what I understand that Charlos is on there. Brandon Figueroa and Cool Boy, I think, rematch is on there. It was something else that I can't remember off the top. It's something else, but that's pretty much who's going to be up there. That's who's going to be up there for the most part. That's what I'm hearing. Both Charlos, Figueroa, and Cool Boy rematch. And it's another fight that I can't remember off the top of my head. I have to go look back in my messages, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be the undercard. Yeah, man. It's a fight. Yeah, Charlo fighting Thomas Lamana. Jamal is fighting Thomas Lamana, and Mel's supposed to be fighting J-Rock. So two get back fights for both of them. You know what I mean? Different levels, but different. You know what I mean? We get it. I want to see what the Charlos look like. They need to get back in the mix, man. Yeah, he gotta get back in it. Got to. I think Pitbull versus Ryo too and Tank undercard. Could be though. Hold on. Nah, I don't think so. Nah, hell no. Cause Ryo, I think Ryo done for the rest of the year. That's what they were saying, unless they went back on that. You know what I'm saying? They were saying he was done for the rest of the year, which is why there was another reason why they said they couldn't take a Tank fight. That and the rematch. Man, with J-Rock, yeah, it's a good get back, man. Good get back fight, man. J-Rock, veteran, been tested, been around the block. He ain't never just getting no fight and lay down, right? He always tests you, always give a good fight, even in defeat. So, and you know, he fought the older brother. So, you know what I mean? A good get back fight wouldn't be bad for him. Carlos Adames, yeah, right. Appreciate you, Roja. Yeah, Carlos Adames is fighting somebody I don't know, and Sandor Martin and Puyo. Right. Tank versus Roach DC would have been crazy. Yeah. I'm waiting. I need any time. Yeah. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah. The adjustment period is necessary. That's why y'all always hear me speak about acclimation, because it's real. Take a little settling in, and you see fighters settle into a weight class, they start dominating, man. So that's the same thing with Benavidez and Morrell. You've seen some adjustment phase right in your face in live time. You've seen them have, somewhat challenging fights. Some guys that were sturdy, putting up resistance, and they had to figure it out. Both walked out of there with wins, and wasn't their best, but I expect both of them to look better the next time out. You got Puyo over Sandor. Yeah, I think he can beat Sandor. Sandor got a lot of fights. He got a lot of fights, but Puyo got a weird style, man, and it's effective. Fate was good with it. Yeah, he ain't got no options. Yeah, that car gonna be what it is, man. This car gonna be good. Think it'll be solid. I think everything will be fine with it, man. I don't think, they always figure it out. They always figure it out. Yeah, J-Rock, man. J-Rock gonna go in there and try to he's gonna go in there and try to test him. I know he ain't. I thought he retired though. I ain't gonna lie. So to see that he's still fighting, that's cool. That's good for J-Rock. Again, man. I think I don't know what we be expecting in terms of these cards. Like that stuff, we be expecting them to put like 3 main events on one card. Like that stuff don't happen. That's why you're gonna give a main event and you're gonna give a co-main. Like you're gonna fill the card out, but none of those fights are supposed to exceed or outdo the main event. And they're not all gonna be like main event worthy. You get what I'm saying? That should get expensive. You know what I'm saying? That's why it makes sense. It wouldn't make sense for Benavidez and Morrell to be on this card because, that shit is a separate card in and of itself. Get what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I don't think the card is bad. I think it's in Houston. You got the Charlo brothers returning. You got a rematch between Figueroa. You got Carlos Adames fighting and Sandor and Puyo. You got a mixture of stuff. I don't think it's a bad card. Cobbs versus Stanion. They're gonna try. Just how you gonna try? And now he's gonna get KO'd by Mel. Yeah, man. He gonna fight his ass. I like J-Rock, man. I couldn't get Hurd, Maul, or Mel. Hurd just lost. Hurd just had a fight where he lost to somebody. I forgot who Jared Hurd just fought and lost to. Hurd just fought and lost, and shit, I think both of their matchups would have been better than what he giving right now. He just like he ready to hang up them gloves. He like he ready to toss them up, man, hang them up. Floyd, Mosley, Canelo all fought on the same cards. That card should be expected. Nah, it shouldn't be expected. Look at the time that they fought, though. Put it in perspective, man. Ain't nobody fighting in their primes is all stacked on the same card. That wasn't the case. That stuff, people be expecting too much, man. stack cards and y'all be won 3 main events on one card. That shit is not realistic, man, because people got to get paid. You know what I mean? And I'm able to have that understanding because I now know better. So that's why you don't be seeing no cards getting super stacked like that. Think about the money that they're gonna have to pay. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's not about the names. I'm not looking for names. I look for matchups. That's what makes the card good to me. And names is a bonus. The names are cool, but we seen name fights, big fights not deliver. So I'm not tripping on that. I want to see some matchups. We understand if you putting Charlos over there, it's in Houston. You understand why they'd be on the card. They both getting get back fights. You understand that. Rematch between Brandon Figueroa and Cool Boy is a great rematch. The first one was fire. You get what I'm saying? Carlos Adames, people always want to see him, right? You get what I'm saying? Then you got your boxing match with Puyo and Sandor. Not too bad, bro. It ain't it could always be better, of course, but I ain't tripping, Or had a draw Rosario. Thought in that last fight. I think he lost, didn't he? Thought he lost. Let me see. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I smashed that like button for me, man. As we continue to roll. Let me see. Jedit Swift. Or was it a draw? Oh, yeah, there you go. You're right. Yeah, split draw. Yeah, draw. There it was a draw. He had a couple bad losses, man. That loss to Resendez was bad. He got stopped in the 10th round. His lip was all cut. I like Jared Hurd, but he ain't gonna put up too much of a scrap with them. K Causey, what it do? Yeah, Jensen Rosario. Yeah, it was a draw. Jensen Rosario, and still, he not where he need to be to get them the kind of fight that they would need. I don't think. I mean, look, it'll be a get back fight. Because he wouldn't be neither one of them right now. I mean, he's seen better days. Y'all. He's seen better days. News to somebody called Banana. Yeah, man. That draw was tough for him, man. It was tough. Well, let's keep rolling, man. I got one more little interview. I want to play some of from Benavidez speaking on potentially fighting Bivol or Beterbiev, man.
Siento fuerte, rápido y la condición está mejor también.
La pegada sube contigo.
La pegada sube conmigo también.
Mucha suerte.
David, your father kept you in the gym at a young age, and we see your son.
Shout out to Champ Side. I recognize the voice.
Can you talk about the passion that your son has for boxing and what he's
doing? My son, he's going to be the little monster, bro. He's going to be 100 times better than me because when my dad put me in, I hated boxing. I hated training. My son trains more than a lot of these professional boxers out here. You know what I mean? And he's not nervous. He's not shy. You guys see him at the media workout. He was throwing more combinations than me. I'm like, well, hold up. Let me get some shine in there. He's gonna be good.
What would you say is the first thing you taught him? Like, what's the most important thing that you taught him when he started boxing?
Well, for me right now, the plan I have, I kind of want him to develop in his own style. He watches me a lot. He already has a hand speed down. So, and it's funny. He was trying to teach me how to knock Canelo out. He said, Dad, when you throw the right hand, you got to touch, and then you throw the right hand. So he has a lot of knowledge already, and I'm going to just let him get his style, how he wants to box, and then maybe when he's like 5 years old, then that's when we'll start to teach him. But I want it to come naturally and let him develop in whatever he wants to develop.
What do you make of Four Sticks' energy this week? He's been saying that you beat him up in sparring pretty much. Up there, he said size doesn't matter. Like, is he beating the size of the size?
I mean, the body language kind of seems like that, but I don't really let that get to my head. I think he knows what's on the table for this. I know what's on the table for this too, and I prepared extremely well. I'm sure he prepared extremely well, and but he still remembers what I did in those sparring sessions. So he's a great fighter, but I'm also a great fighter.
Do you have any predictions for the Bivol versus Beterbiev fight October 12th?
I think Bivol kind of has a slight edge, but I don't know. It's a 50-50 fight. It's gonna be a great fight, but I think Bivol take off with the victory.
David, in terms
Thank
of
you, guys.
future fights,
Thank you.
David Morrell Jr. is moving up to light heavyweight as well. I was talking to you fighting that soon.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's definitely gonna happen sooner than later, because that's the only other fight I see in this weight class that makes sense. Fans have been asking for it, so I'm gonna be a man of my word, and I'm gonna give him that fight.
It's crazy.
Thank you so much.
It's crazy how he said that and really manifested that fight and really stood on that and was a man of his word and gave us that exact fight that he spoke of.
You have space for another WBC belt over here. You have space for another WBC belt here.
We got one more. We got one more. Actually, this is for the interim WBC world title. So next time we're going to be holding 4, not just 3.
Or do you want those Bivol's belts?
We want them all. All. I think these guys have a lot of
good, bro.
balls, and they'll definitely fight David. Not like the ones at 168.
Do you have a prediction for the Bivol versus Beterbiev
You know,
fight?
we trained extremely hard for this fight.
She asked him about a prediction. He started talking about training for a fight. I'm gonna skip up. Yeah, let me try to get to the part where he start talking about
And I wanted to make him a monster. I wanted to make him tough, you know, and now, you know, all that hate, you know, these guys wanted to kick my ass, to be honest with you, you know, because I would push them to the limits. I push them to whatever, everything, you know. I think at one point, I think they really hated me, but inside I know that they love me. But I just push them so bad, you know. When I look at these movies with the Serena Williams sisters or whatever, Michael Jackson and all those stories, what they went through the same thing or maybe worse. So,
Rob was good, bro.
What age?
Shout out to you.
David, when he started walking, he didn't even know how to talk, and I already put him to those big sacrifices and big hard workouts. You know? That mean streak, at least in the ring. Yeah, that's when he takes everything out. I think he becomes, and I know, you know, as soon as he steps inside the ring, he becomes another person that I don't even recognize. You know, and now these days, you know, he's very spiritual. He's connecting with the universe, and he's more into frequencies and more taking his body to another dimension and all that. And that's very, very good. You know, I'm surprised how bad he wants this. You know, he's not a normal fighter. He takes up boxing to another different level.
Jose, I know previously, if I'm not mistaken, you said that David has already sparred the role in the past. After the potential fight, something that you said yesterday to beat the one. We're going to beat the one that beat the one.
Yeah, the reason I said.
Telling you should fight him at 47. He really should. Dr. Boxing Talk was good, bro. It's very hard for me to understand some folks just like them. Yup, Spence, Benavidez. Yeah, they tour. I rock with them, man. Easy to support. Easy.
Because, you know, we really want to fight the danger fighters, the people that nobody wants to face. You know, we come from nothing. I didn't even know nothing about boxing. In order to prove ourselves, we got to beat the dangerous fighters. So I think it would be a great fight fighting Bivol. I would love to fight him because he beat Canelo. He beat Hugo Ramirez. So if we beat the one that beat the one, I think we could get recognized. I think that Bivol did not get the recognition of beating Canelo. Nobody remembers of Bivol. But if we beat Bivol, everybody's going to remember that. How long more do you think he would...
That's a little silly to say that. That's dumb. Hold on. Let me rewind just a bit to make sure I heard him what he said the right way.
He's going to be one up to 175. Do you think he will be able to go back down to 160?
I would love to fight him because he beat Canelo. He beat Hugo Ramirez. So if we beat the one that beat the one, I think we could get recognized. I think that Bivol did not get the recognition of beating Canelo. Nobody remembers of Bivol. But if we beat Bivol, everybody's going to remember that. How long?
That don't really make sense. I mean, I get it, but not getting the recognition. That's one thing. But then you saying nobody remembers Bivol, but if we beat Bivol, people will remember that. Like, why would they if he's a guy that nobody remembers, you beating him ain't gonna make a difference? Because you basically trying to say, in a sense, almost like he beat somebody that's just, you know, doesn't have big name recognition, right? Not getting his just due. So that didn't make sense, man. I think everybody knows full well that Bivol was the last guy to give Canelo a loss, especially when you see him picking and choosing and selecting guys that he can beat since then. Everybody remember that you know, that schooling that Bivol dished out against Canelo. So that was a little confusing right there. I think people remember it. Whether or not he got the recognition, I mean, you know, just because you beat him don't make you the star. Bivol don't just have no crazy big rabid fan base like Canelo. We got the whole country behind him. You know how it go, right? No matter who he fight, he could fight the janitor in the stadium, in the arena, working in the arena, and they're gonna watch him. So, you know, Bivol don't have that kind of appeal with the people, right? So, I mean, I think he got the recognition, but just again, it's different, right? He's just not a huge name. So it's like, all right, that's the guy that beat Canelo. They know who he is. Real ones know who Bivol is, but he just ain't a guy that got no crazy fan base, and neither is Beterbiev. You get what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. But it goes to show you, with either one of them having really crazy big huge fan bases, everybody was tuned into that fight because it was a real fight, a 50-50 fight, and it mattered with all the belts on the line. So it didn't even matter. So I think it's about the matchups and fighting the right fights. You know what I mean? I think you'll get the recognition through that. You just got to fight the right people. Got to fight the right people, man. Yeah, appreciate y'all smashing that like button. Don't mess with Texas. What's good, my guy? Boy, Benavidez, yeah. I can't believe he did that, man. I just can't believe he moved like that. Early I used to think he gonna fight him. You know what I'm saying?
Not stay, but he's been at 175. He's gonna be at 175. You think he could be able to go back down to 160? Canelo's probably gonna calm down, maybe this year, next year.
Forget about Canelo. Canelo will never call the Mexican monster. He'll try to do whatever. He'll try to get guys like Munguia, like Berlanga, guys that have not been tested, and he knows that he's going to win. He will never mention that. He doesn't even mention David's name because he knows that there's a big possibility he's going to lose to David. He's asking for $200 million. That's ridiculous. I don't think nobody's going to give him that. Maybe 100, 150, maybe, you know, but that's just a lot of money because he doesn't want to face him. Like I say, you know, he's done a lot for the career of boxing. He's a great fighter, but at the end of the day, there's always one guy that you don't want to face.
See, culture was good, fam.
They keep on talking about possibility of doing a boxing league, get a lot of promotion, promoters together, companies together. Some say it's going to be near impossible because of all the egos that are in place. What do you think about that?
Hey, call it, put us on the list. You know, we're not afraid of nobody. We're here to test ourselves and fight everybody to make a statement, to make a legend, to be a legend one time, and, you know, to be recognized as one of the best. Because, look, when Oscar De La Hoya was coming out, he fought everybody. Floyd fought everybody. Julio Cesar Chavez, all these fighters are in the Hall of Fame because they did fight everybody, you know, and that's what we want to do. We want to make a statement for ourselves. We want to make history, and the only way to do that, you got to face whoever. Sometimes it doesn't matter about winning or losing. Just giving the fans what they want to see: good fights with good fighters.
And I say that all the time. That's why I say, man, it's not always about the win or the loss. It's how you compete, and it's how you look when you lost, right? But what's more important is giving the fans the fights they want to see the most. You will definitely always be remembered for that now. Of course, to continuously give people the fights that they want to see, you got to actually be winning fights, right? You ain't going to continuously get opportunities if you lose, and obviously, right? So, but that's one of the benefits, you know, that come with giving the people something that they want to see. They'll remember you for it. They'll appreciate you and respect you for it, right? So, I think David Benavidez, he got like a somewhat of a bad rap early because he was getting avoided so hard, so heavily from Canelo. People just assumed he should have just reached back and fought, you know, Morrell, and I understand it, but I think they really was trying to secure bigger and better opportunities instead of reaching back, potentially fighting a less proven guy that's every bit as dangerous as these other dudes he looking to fight, right? But now that you see they found themselves in a second weight class with each other, you know what I mean? It made sense. And Benavidez, even in this interview, this is slightly before this even got, you know, put together. He was already telling people that's the fight that makes sense. He wanted to give people that fight. And, you know, everybody was like, he just talking. And then here we go. Fast forward to today. They giving us that fight. People was calling this man a duck. But here he is giving people the best fights. And I think that's something you're going to remember him for. All right, he couldn't get Canelo. He fought Caleb Plant, who fought Canelo, right? Couldn't get Canelo. He fought Demetrius Andre, who Canelo should have been fought at 54, right? Cool. You get what I'm saying? You keep it moving. Couldn't get Canelo, so he moved up. Fight Vostok. All right, no Canelo. He almost pretty much in line to fight the winner. Beterbiev and Bivol. They got another fight to sort out. Why he gonna stay active? He ain't gonna take an easy fight. He gonna fight Morrell. That's his last few fights to me. Like, he just keep going in the right direction. David Benavidez is doing it the right way. He doing it the right way. Win, lose, or draw, I'm going to rock with him because he literally giving you the fights he's supposed to give you. Meanwhile, was chasing down the Canelo fight that everybody would have wanted to see, and he just couldn't get it because he couldn't get that guy to get in the ring. So I like a lot what I see from Benavidez, man. Easy to support and easy to get behind because he really want to fight. Cornelius was good with it. Play how you feeling. Was y'all Benavidez gonna put a beating on dudes? Nah, hell no. He ain't Beterbiev. He ain't put no beating on who you talking about? Bivol? He ain't put no beating on Bivol. And that was a boxing match. That's the thing. And that's why I still lean towards Bivol. A lot of people did, but a lot of people said Beterbiev. I love the fight, man. I'm gonna watch it again, as a matter of fact, and I'll be here when they run it back. You know what I mean? See, so what it do, my guy? How you feeling?
De La Hoya, oh, definitely. I would give it to De La Hoya, you know, in their prime time. De La Hoya used to have a good jab, a lot of skills. The only thing that I see Canelo has, he has a lot of discipline. I don't see, people are going to be mad at me, what I'm going to say right now, I don't see a lot of skills. Oscar De La Hoya was very skillful. Combination, 3, 4, 5 punch combination. Canelo throws single shots, you know, and more open shots. You know, he's very accurate. He's really good. That's why he's where he's at.
I don't see a
But
lot
I
of
would not even
skill.
compare him to Oscar De La Hoya. Big shout out to Oscar De La Hoya. I think he would beat Canelo Alvarez.
I get it. Y'all don't really like Canelo, but Canelo is very skilled, bro. Definitely. A little bit more reserved, a little bit more complacent in his approach to a degree, right? Picking a lot of single shots. He do that now, but Canelo used to punch in combination too, bro. He used to punch in combination. And again, everybody don't got rapid fire like David Benavidez, bro. That's a very good attribute of his to have, right? That's something that makes him dangerous, being able to rip off that, them 4, 5, 6 punch combinations, 7 punch combinations. He do shit like that, but Canelo was very skilled, man. Just because you throw single shots and don't throw a bunch of combinations don't mean you lack skill, right? That's an effort thing. That's an approach or game plan, strategy type thing. You get what I'm saying? That's not something he's incapable of doing. Canelo punching combinations still to this day, he'll rip more than single shots. But for the most part, he like to pick them big single shots, walk you down, punch on you. That's just how he fight now. But he got a lot of skill, man. I get it. Y'all don't really like him, so I understand his assessment. He gonna, be a little harsh with it. B was 7-5, and I picked Beterbiev to win. Me too, Dark. Me too, bro. Me too. Exactly how I seen it. And it's all good for anybody that's seen Beterbiev winning. No arguments for me. Great fight.
Thank you, Jose. Jose, who do you pick between Tank and Frank? Tank and Frank, that's another great fight, man. It's a very exciting fight. I think Frank needs this fight in order to different conditions. A lot of people bring anything to the table.
Yeah. I don't want to play the whole thing, man. But ultimately, look, Benavidez said, he sparred with Bivol. He said he remembered what happened in them sparring sessions. He felt like he'll stop him when it's all said and done. Beterbiev, he said, obviously because he had 100% KO ratio, and this was at the time of, he said he would be the tougher fight, but he still feels like he got a style that'll break both of them down. He said he's flat-footed. You get what I'm saying? He feel like he could take advantage of it. He's flat-footed a lot, but he's strong. So that's something that we all know. Like I said, not put the cart before the horse. I just thought this was a good conversation to have for today, man. Benavidez is really a fighter I think people should get behind because he's doing it the way he's supposed to. He really giving you the right fights and not shying away from anything and no smoke at all. So I don't know. I just don't know how people looked at this dude as a duck, man. It never made sense to me. And now you see, in fact, the same guy that they were saying he was ducking is the guy he reached out to make a fight. You see how crazy it get? This is why I say we do this too often. We put the duck jackets and duck tags on the guys that really want to fight when certain fights don't get made right away. Like knowing it's not up to him, it's not 100% up to him. So now that, I'm glad that he was in a position, though, to facilitate a call to David Morrell to make a fight happen. I'm glad that nobody got in the way of allowing this fight. You get what I'm saying? Nobody blocked this fight. Nobody tried to stop it from happening. This is what boxing need. We need more of this. You get what I'm saying? We need more guys getting in there or getting on the phone and facilitating the fights themselves, man. Trimming out some of that fat, bro. Trimming out some of that fat. You want to see that's the way to go. It's starting to seem like the Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford was on to something. And I think people is taking a little page up out of their book, rightfully so. And I think it makes sense, man. It makes sense for boxing, bro. I want to see. This is what I want to see happen. I think that's a new way to make fights. You know what I mean? And promoters and things dragging ass, get on the phone with the fighter and sort it out. They can't stop them. At the end of the day, the promoters is really supposed to work for the fighter, not the other way around. You get me? So it's kind of like when I see fighters do that, they kind of take the ball into their own hands and take their career a little bit more in their control. And it seems if, you know, nobody stopped this. This is why we need more of this, man. Put your egos and all that BS to the side, man. It's a bag to make. It's entertainment for the fans. It's some legacy to get. It's a lot to gain for either guy that wins here. And, you know, for either guy, it's a loss. It's not the end of the road. It won't be the end. You know what I mean? They'll be able to bounce back. That's what I believe. So this is must-see. This is a must-see fight that's coming up. I can't wait till they announce the official date. I'm glad for both of them dudes. Like I said, Morrell showing you very early in his career that he's standing on business, and Benavidez is showing you as he continues to enter what I believe is his prime, that he continues to stand on business and he want to fight the best fighters. I think that's what you want to see. You gotta want to see that from a guy like that, from a guy in boxing. And like I said, he easy to support. He easy to rock with, man. Easy to rock with. But we gonna see what comes of it, though. I want to see who makes it out of this rematch. You know what I mean? If Beterbiev goes out there and win again, or do Bivol make the necessary adjustments to tip it in his favor and they get a trilogy out of it? It's a lot that can happen. You just don't know because it's still early. But for now, at least we know that a rematch seems like it's coming. If not, there's a more explosive potential fight with the winner of Morrell and Benavidez. A lot of people picking Benavidez early, so if he is the win, he'll be right there in the driver's seat to fight Beterbiev and Bivol, like I've been saying. So I've seen some people say neither David would beat Beterbiev and Bivol, so let's see it, man. Honorable mentions, what's good with it, fam? Yeah, man, the hell with the, just give us the fight and the matchup, go get paid and add to your legacy. You know what I'm saying? As one of them guys that ain't duck nothing. Boxing with 2-4, what it do, my guy? You need to be able to lose his belt, scared and taking serious. Nah, he been taking serious, man. That's old stuff, man. That's old stuff. Fresh Baker, what it do, my guy? 704 Joe. Yeah, 50-50 for sure. I think Benavidez and Beterbiev is a 50-50 fight if it happened too. I really do. I really do. I think Benavidez got a real good shot. Urban Mac, my guy. I think he got a really good shot to win the fight. We'll see if he can pull it off though, but I think he got a really good shot. I think he got a really good shot, man. But he see that, you know, that young Cuban sensation might have something to say about that. You get me? Morrell got other plans. He ain't going. Morrell ain't going easy, man. Morrell going out there to try to win. You hear me? You hear me, y'all? He going out there, but I can't wait till they get a official date on that one, man. I think that's going to be one of the best fights. I don't even know what to say this year. Is it going to make it this year? I wonder, but if not, it'll start 2025 off the right way. So if the fight don't get made for the end of this year, I'll be waiting for the first part of next year. My bad. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. Let me answer my door. My bad, y'all. Oh, man. He said Beterbiev gets an offer by Canelo. I guarantee you we'll see that before the rematch. That's the thing, though. That's not going to happen. Because they already asked him. They already asked Canelo. Pardon me, y'all. Something in my eye. They already asked Canelo, you know, would he fight Beterbiev? And he said he only interested in fighting Bivol if Bivol win. He let Beterbiev out of it. He kind of swerved him. Like he left that alone. So I think it'll be a good. All these matchups gonna be good, man. Morrell, I think, is the most unproven out of the bunch of the fights that we talking about. Obviously, like he the wild card in the bunch because it's the question out there, and for good reason, right? With the number of fights, it's just hard for people to feel like he ready to go. You get what I'm saying? So he just got the most to prove, right? The biggest question mark around if he's really ready, right? People are saying the Benavidez opportunity is too soon, right? So you just never know, man. You never know until they get in there. You gotta see. You know what I mean? Gotta see. Bro, Eddie Hearn is the best barber. Trying to line my man's Regis twice ain't cool. What with Catterall? I think it's a good fight for Regis, man, to get back in there, man. I think it's a good fight for young Reg. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a good fight, but yeah, man. Let's pardon me, I unplugged my mic. Yeah, let's see if they find a way. Let's see who makes it to the top out of this pile, man. Like I said, shout out to Beterbiev and Bivol. That was a great fight. They running it back. Let's see who pulls it off. Let's see who can make the adjustments. Let's see if Beterbiev remain undefeated. Let's see if he can change anything in a rematch. Maybe get a knockout, make it more convincing. I'm here for it. Can't wait for the date for Morrell and Benavidez. I want to see who comes out on top out of that. But I think it's only one obvious choice for Benavidez if he's successful is the winner of the other two. And I would love to see. I think he got a very good chance at beating both of them. Realistically, he do. I think his style is just something different than what either of those guys been in front of. Again, he throw a lot of punches, got a good gas tank, press forward, ain't looking to box a lot, right? He looking to hurt you, punch through the target, right? He's a damn good fighter, man. So young, hungry, committed. He said he sparred Bivol. Felt like he beat him up in sparring. He felt like he'd do it in a real fight. He said he'll stop him. Beterbiev would be a good challenge. And he mentioned something about him being flat-footed. Feels like he could take advantage of that. So, only time could tell. And I thought, that's the next big mega fight for me at 175 because of Benavidez having a name. If Morrell beats Benavidez, that kind of dampens things in a sense because I don't know for sure if he goes after the winner. Maybe, but I think Benavidez having a bigger name, it'll be bigger for boxing, obviously, right? If he goes in there and fights Benavidez. So, you know what I mean? We just gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see how it all unfolds, man. Gotta wait and see, but I'm here for it all, like I said, y'all. But let's keep moving, man. Something else that I thought was interesting, right? Beterbiev, he talked about his top 5, y'all. Beterbiev talked about his top 5. Now, remember, I played the clip where he said he don't really watch Benavidez. He's not really impressed. He's not really impressed with the Benavidez. But look who he put in his top. He put Devin. He put young Debo Dev at number 5, man. Top 5 boxers today. You see Devin Haney and y'all Devin Haney fans, I told y'all, man. With the Hanos clan, man, people still got faith in y'all, B. You heard what Artur said. You heard what Artur, how Dimitri girl was saying, Artur. You know what I'm saying? Well, you got to say it with hella spit. You know what I'm saying? Artur. You know what I'm saying? Arthur got faith, man. He got faith in you, young Dev. You know what I'm saying? Young Debo Dev. He got faith in you, G. You get me? Artur got faith, man. He put Devin Haney. He barely said his name right, but he said it. Devin Haney, number 5, top 5 fighters today. And he boxed. And he the best. He the number 1 guy at light heavyweight. I think it's some merit to what he's saying. You see? Where the Hanos clan at? They still got love for y'all out here, B. They still got love for y'all. You see? Top 5 of the world, Craig. Of the world. Young Devo Haney, man. Let's get it, man. Young Dev Haney, man. Bouncing back. I'm knocking stuff down. My bad. See, I get excited when I talk about young Hanos bouncing back, man. Get back in the mix, man. You see what Devin said. But these Twitter trolls know more than Beterbiev, right? I will be pound for pound, number one pound for pound. Inshallah. You hear him? He will be pound for pound number one. Y'all heard him. Yeah, at least y'all read it. Y'all read it. Man, that's high hopes, man. And I ain't mad at you. Shoot for the stars. Hopefully you land on the moon somewhere, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, that is high praise. But look, you ain't got that far to go, Dev. You only got what, about 4 spaces to go? Because Beterbiev says you are top 5, G. Top 5. You in there with the Terrence Crawfords, the Usyks, the Canelos. You get what I'm saying? You top 5 of the world, Craig. Top 5. Stamped. You got stamped by the Wolverine. That's why I call him. His name, he should be the Wolverine, bro. He stamped you. You dig me? CJ, what's good, bro? So Canelo versus Benavidez. His winner gets Beterbiev. Shit, man. That's another one. That's the problem. Canelo won't fight neither one of them dudes. Alan, my guy, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, man. Y'all smash that like button and all that good stuff, man. Rock out with your boy. We're going to keep building. Can I see that left hook? Yeah. Yeah, man. But I like this, man. I like this. I like, listen. Devin, he got to be confident, man. I hope that's how he approached his every move from this point on. You know, it's a lot of questions surrounding him, right? People are wanting to see if he got back, right? Recently, he released a video where he was doing some work on the heavy bag, and you know, so different people was taking jabs at it, saying he looks slow. You know what I mean? He don't look the same. And, you know, people going to make those overreactions, man. You got to see a bag work for a few seconds. I ain't going to really overreact from that. I'm not going to really say he looked this or looked that. He looked like he getting back. That's what it looked like to me. And that's what I look to see. Shout out to my guy. Rude Exposure in the building 2 times. The new face of boxing, man. You did. You did. doesn't throw his fist versus pillow. Just to be honest, Arthur saying his top 5 is more about him giving confidence than Haney to actually believe in what he's saying. Nah, I think he believe what he's saying. I don't think he a man in few words. He definitely ain't saying that to just be nice. Now that's really I believe that's what he believes is true. That Devin Haney is top 5. I don't think he thinking nothing about confidence. I think that's pretty dope that he threw him in the top 5 for real, for real. And why I think it's dope because, like I said, the biggest criticism for Devin Haney is coming from people that don't box. People like Arthur that box as well. They don't feel that way. He don't feel negative. He don't feel like Haney can't bounce back. He don't feel like Haney is done. He don't feel like he washed up and it's over for him. He don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? So he rocking with him. He feel like he can, he top 5. Like he said, you heard him, man. Let me run it back one more time, man. Artur. That's how Dimitri Bivol ex-wife was saying it. Artur. David Haney. Number 5, David Haney. Yeah, talk to him, Artur. Get on his head. Get on him, Cap. He said, but he also said he don't watch boxing, so what did he know? Man. But not all things real, though. That did surprise me. Not so much, I guess coming from him too, like, and I just played the clip where he said he don't really watch boxing like that. And he ain't never seen Benavidez fight. He's seen maybe one of Canelo fights all the way through. That's kind of surprising for him to say Devin Haney. I ain't mad at it though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at it. He calling him a top 5 boxer. Like I said, my point of playing is to show you that some people still got faith in him, and some of those people do the very same thing that you do, Devin. So it's just a matter of you bouncing back and making your next moves your best move, right? And getting yourself back in the limelight. I'm about to get into this interview, from Blair Cobb. He had some things to say about Devin Haney. He talk a lot, man. I think Devin Haney would beat Blair Cobb. You know what I mean? Yeah, I thought he did. I think so. I think so, bro. David Haney. Beterbiev just mixed up Haney with the name Tank at the top. That was crazy, and that's who he didn't have in the top 5. So I thought that was interesting, man. And it's always dope to hear these different perspectives and these different lists and how these dudes got their lists lined up. Big Supreme, what it do, my God? Shout out to everybody in the bit. Artur. Right, bro. Artur. That's how she was coming. Word up, man. She was getting on my damn nerves with it too. Artur. Like, damn, chick, you rooting a little too hard, ain't you? Rooting a little too hard for Artur. Yes, we did it. Like she won, bro. Your dad gonna be missing it too with AB. Love to his Muslim brother. Yeah, man. It was surprising to hear him say that. Blair, I think Blair's a good fight though. All things real. Irvin for sure though. I do. I really do. If you don't watch boxing, and he's saying Haney, he definitely on Bill's payroll. They done paid him off. He said that's insult to injury. I'm not sure if Artur watched the Haney versus Ryan fight. Yeah, right. Because he said he don't be seeing fights and don't watch boxing like that. You know what I mean? I wonder if he did see it or not. I wonder. The world may never know. But Blair Cobb, but you know who did see the fight? Guess who did see the fight, y'all? Guess who seen the fight in real life? Blair.
There is this. Would you rather get it back in blood, get it back in the ring, or in the courtroom? Both. What's your thoughts on, this lawsuit filed from Bill and Devin Haney's, side?
Tommy, what's good with it, Brody? How you feeling?
From Bill and Devin Haney's side, what I would do?
Well, I'm saying they filed a lawsuit. So what are your thoughts on them filing this lawsuit? Would you prefer to get it back in the ring, get it back in blood, go to court, both? How do you see it?
Okay, well, I can tell you my stance on the whole court thing. It's all bullshit. It's quite obvious that first of all, if you really look up iStream, if you really want to fucking learn something about iStream, it doesn't do anything for you. Unless you had an incredible amount of dosage, which would be completely obvious. All right, so when you're looking at what happened with, he popped for iStream. I mean, iStream is in a lot of supplements that they don't even label because low dosage of it barely does anything at all. He lost fair and square is the fucking problem. And one of the other problems is that he has people that fucking calls him Lord Haney and all of this and that. And he believes in his head that there's no way in hell that he should have ever fucking lost to Ryan Garcia, and he doesn't know how it happened. But dude, did you ever see the fucking hook? Did you fucking you're talking as if you didn't get hit, like you didn't have like actual strategic technical problems that took that fight a different direction instead of the way that you wanted it. I mean, and what I would do if I was him is him and his father, which I have nothing but respect for both of them, but I gotta be real. I'm not side taking. I have to be truthful about it. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a fucking hoe.
Damn.
And just go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? And go back to the drawing board. Take your fucking losses like a fucking champ. Because right now you're looking like a fucking chump. You're looking like a fucking hoe. That's what he's looking like. He's looking like a fucking hoe, and he's not looking like a champion. A champion takes his loss gracefully. You know what I'm saying? If it's a fair fight and a fair loss, you take your fucking loss fairly. And
That's
you
the problem.
you come
Wasn't
back,
fair.
you find ways to bounce back. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. And
the man really just said if it was a fair fight, as if Osterine don't exist. You just weakened it all. I get where you was going, but you just said that makes it not fair in his mind. That's why they at the point where they at now. If Osterine wasn't present, I don't think no court case would be present either. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the driving force for why that's happening. You know what I'm saying? Because of the Osterine. But
doing the things that he's doing, it's it is bad. A champion takes his loss gracefully. I have to be truthful about it. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a bitch. Stop being a fucking hoe, and just go back to the drawing board. You know what I mean? Like, and go back to the drawing board. Like, take your fucking losses like a fucking champ. Because right now you're looking like a fucking chump. You're looking like a fucking hoe. Like, that's what he's looking like. He's looking like a fucking hoe, and he's not looking like a champion. A champion takes his loss gracefully. You know what I'm saying? If it's a fair fight and a fair loss, you take your fucking loss fairly, and you come back. You find ways to bounce back. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how it is. You know, and like doing the things that he's doing, it's like it is bad for boxing. You know what I mean? It's incredibly bad for boxing. To like,
what kind of effect do you think it would have if, like, let's say he wins this lawsuit because he's suing him for bad?
No, what's bad for boxing is PEDs and banned substances and people having conversations about the fight and just totally disregard that. It's like they include it but disregard it, push it over there to the corner, and the lawsuit is the big news. Now he still cheated though. You can't ignore that. Or it still was, something present. You know what I mean? That made, the situation funny. So
Battery. He's suing him for fraud, enriched injustice.
Like, I'm scared to get into a fight with
unjust
Devin
enrichment.
Haney.
Excuse
He
me.
might fucking hit me for a DV case. Like, bitch, I'm gonna give you the pussy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just bullshit, man.
Point.
And it's not right, man.
Go to
it's just not right.
kick his
and that's
ass,
a lot.
man.
That's a lot, man. Come on. Like, to be in a lawsuit and all that stuff, like, bro, he already had to pay a whole bunch of money. He already, like, you got the fucking fight turned when you lost fair and square. That's crazy. All right, that happened. What more? Now you want to hit him with a lawsuit and then demand that he fights and he gets to your negotiations within
Yeah, let me ask you that, Blair. Let me ask you that. Not to interrupt you. What do you think about that? This do you think Ryan should have took the test?
And I'm not the best friend. You know what I mean? I am a friend of both, but I'm not the best friend. You know what I mean? But shit.
The lawsuit wasn't thrown out, Mr. Empire. What got dropped was Ryan vandalism case. Remember that case he had in the hotel where they was taking him out with the riot helmet? That vandalism case got dropped, not the lawsuit. He's still getting sued.
You know
and
what I mean? You did not have to say something like, "Yo, man, don't pay that motherfucker no mind." I might be kicking your ass next, but at the end of the day, dog, what's real is real. Like, I'm on your side on this one. You know what I mean? And like, I'm like, let's put it like this:
Ice-T.
What if Devin Haney got popped for steroids?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Would they really be talking that mess? Would Ryan really give a fuck after the fact of him whooping his ass? Cause I know he done did some shit. Like, I don't want to say too much, but motherfucker, I've been around. I've been to the same gyms. I've seen some shit now, and I've heard some shit. I think you're the last person to be talking about steroids. Like, that's just saying, but like, you know what I mean? But you know, it's just I don't know, man. I wish the best for both of them. I think that they both put on.
What have you seen? What have you heard? What can you share, Blair? Fill us in. You got breaking news for us on Fight Hype?
Nah, it ain't nothing big, man. I can't say too much, but I just know that like people.
Cause he's just talking. Stressed out boxing. What's good with it, bro? He didn't get popped. Yeah, they doing that. Shout out to my guy Alan putting some color in the chat for the 5-piece, my guy. Much love.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for.
Man, he talking some talk. Let me, I gotta run it back a little bit for people in here.
I think you're the last person to be talking. You know what I mean? Even I had to say something like, "Yo, man, don't pay that motherfucker no mind, man." I might be kicking your ass next, but at the end of the day, dog, what's real is real. Like, I'm on your side on this one. You know what I mean? And like, I'm like, let's put it like this. What if Devin Haney got popped for steroids?
But he didn't, though.
You know what I'm saying? Would they really be talking that mess? Would Ryan really give a fuck after the fact of him whooping his ass? Cause I know he done did some shit. Like, I don't want to say too much, but motherfucker, I've been around. I've been to the same gyms. I've seen some shit now. And I've
How you
heard
gonna
some
say
shit.
that and not say nothing?
I think you're the last person to be talking about steroids. Like, that's just saying, but like, you know what I mean? But you know, it's just, I don't know, man. I wish the best for both of them. I think that they both put on
What
So you
have you
wish the
seen?
best
What
for
have
both
you
of them.
heard? What
After
can you
saying you
share,
seen
Blair
some
Phillipson? You
drip
got
around
breaking
with
news
it,
for us
do my
on Fight
guy.
Hype?
Nah, it ain't nothing big, man. I can't say too much, but I just know that like people will do anything to win, and people will try to do the very best that they can do with their son, and like there's no exception when it comes to steroids, and I totally understand that. And I've never been a part of the whole steroid crew, you know what I'm
Never
saying?
been peoples.
But my whole thing is this, like Ryan's not a cheater, dude. He's not a cheater. I mean, the greatest thing he's ever done that was cheating is calling Jesus. You know what I mean? Because Jesus pulled through and gave him the left hand and bow, like it like sent shockwaves through the
He like
motherfucker. Like,
Tito.
yo,
He
I
be
mean, the
talking in
greatest thing that
circles.
he's ever done was have faith, and that's the problem. I don't think that Devin Haney truly has faith in God as
Right.
much as he do himself. I don't think Bill has faith in God as much as he do himself, because to be doing this stuff and going through all of these loopholes and pulling off all of these stunts, it's not good, man. I mean, look, Ryan Garcia pulled off a big, spectacular victory with everything against him. His own promotions against him. Fuck Golden Boy is against him, man. Golden Boy was against him. The referee was against him. Everybody's against him. Motherfucker, even everybody, yo, and the fight looked so obvious that like Devin Haney was gonna win. Everybody bet. You know, so many people lost that bet. Motherfucker, even I lost that bet.
Yeah, because
You know what I
we was
mean?
rooting for him, not
How much you
against
bet?
him.
How much you bet, Blair?
I don't even know, man. Maybe like $50. I'm not
Okay.
I'm not really a betting man. It's just for kicks, you know what I'm saying?
I'm willing to bet $20.
Just
He ain't bet nothing, y'all.
Because sometimes it's hard to be
Back stretched out. He
it's
like
hard
Tito.
to really
Talking
get
in
into
circles.
fights and be a part of the whole fight world when I'm not fighting. So, and unless like I got I gotta have my foot in somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta have some skin in the game. So like maybe betting is like a little way of me having my foot in the game. I don't really bet a whole lot. I'm not like one of those guys dropping like 20 bands. I might drop $20. You know what I mean? Just because, you know.
But for anybody in the chat, I hope you drop money on them Yankees because we about to take that dub tonight. You know, we're not gonna talk too much Phillies baseball. We'll leave that. We'll leave that out of there.
Yankees, man, like I'm see if they won, man.
Came back and tried to retract the statement.
Yo, that's not even fair. Don't even talk about it.
Oh, it's all good. I'm used to hearing it. I'm used to hearing it. If you feel like Blair, you can put a F the Yankees in the chat, please go ahead. But we about to win though. So anyway, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
I'm always for New York, but like, you know, I remember when I was but like when you're fucking too good all the time, it gets
we've had a drought. We ain't won a chip in 15 years, but we won a lot of them.
Y'all been in a drought, but only recently. I remember like the Lakers. I see you got the Lakers. I remember back in the day, I was living in LA. Back at the time when like the mega team was there, the 5-star team, and you had Fox, you had Kobe, you had Shaquille, and they were just killing shit. Like, you know what I mean? They were killing shit every day, all day, multiple world champions.
3 in a row.
Yeah, I was like, man, Philly, man, come on. Like, you know what I mean?
They beat Philly during them years too. You're right. They beat Philly in 01, the finals of 01.
Allen Iverson was a big part. And most of the reason why I was rooting for Iverson was not just because like of Philly.
I get into this.
You know what I mean? And like that's what in boxing, Mr. Sleeperson. But like
that sounds tough.
Sounds great, man. It sounds great. Like something like that might be and all that stuff. Like, you know what? I think this underdog guy, Blair Flair, that also come from Philadelphia, and that definitely could probably
Philly versus Philly at the Wells Fargo. That sounds tough. That sounds
Right,
tough.
Jim. He is.
sounds
Candy's
great,
son
man.
was
It
good
sounds
family.
great. Like something like that might be something where you can actually see the measure of the human spirit, whether in me or in him or in both.
Right.
That's what I aim at. I aim to give you guys the best fights. I didn't call myself the greatest, or I'm the smartest man in boxing, Mr. Sleeperson. But like but I am the most exciting man in boxing.
Say that.
I speak intellectually, and
Yeah, he's
and
just saying shit.
I aim to put on a great show and give you guys great performances, win, lose, or draw. So that's how I feel about it.
No doubt. Let me just give a quick shout out to the chat. We got 100 people, over 100 people flowing in and out of here for sure, but we got some people talking in there. So just real quick to Zorro Tarded one. We definitely gonna ask
Nah,
you
he was
about that in
calling
a
himself
second. Punch
sleeper.
drunk. Try to sneak that in. And then for Mr. Quake, I feel you. The Lakers was on a run to them Pistons. That's Wallace and Wallace Incorporated is what I used to like to call them. You had Tayshaun Prince, Rip Hamilton. Damn, it broke my heart. I'm a Kobe fan. If y'all don't see that right there,
we definitely don't.
It really kills the sport and makes this sport.
Challenge a guy that they're suing for battery at the same time. It's like, you know, you're suing him for battery, but then you ask him for another fight. You know, what's your opinion on it? You think it hurts? It helps them? Don't make a difference?
I think it hurts everything. You know, I think it hurts everything. I think them suing Ryan and just doing what they're doing and going about what they're going about, it really kills the sport and makes the sport look bad, and it produces and it only perpetuates what I call bitch made culture. You know what I mean? Like, and like that's not cool, man. It's just not it's not a good look right now for boxing. It's not a good look for Devin Haney. It's not a good look for Bill for allowing and pushing that. I mean, they should really like just acknowledge that you lost and just
Legacy
like
was good, bro.
lose with pride and dignity. And
Wow.
if you truly believe it, you truly believe that motherfucker is like not better than you, prove it in a fair fight. Don't fucking have like a lawsuit that's waving over his head and doing this and doing that. No, give him fair emotional
What?
rest.
Is he
Give
serious?
him more than enough time to prepare in a fair fight and fight him again.
Yeah, this guy's
And be
an
like, yo,
idiot.
man, you know what? How about this?
Yeah, this guy's
And
an
don't
idiot.
even
I'm
fucking
sorry.
do all that dumb shit that he's been doing.
Yeah,
Like,
this
be like, you
guy's
know
an
what?
idiot.
How about we do a redo?
This
I don't
guy's
know
an
what you
idiot.
did with the eye strain. Maybe we need to like start like, you know, maybe doing some tests on the supplements that you taking, and maybe we all should be doing that. So like I show you my supplements, you show me. I don't know.
You shot out.
You know what I mean? I show you my supplements, you show me your supplements, and we just
He's saying
and we're
something
like,
like
okay, this is what
him
it
being
is. Okay, cool. So
sued.
nobody
It's
nothing, right?
unfair.
Yeah, okay,
No,
cool.
Osprey being
And
involved in anybody's system is the part where
hey
it's
man,
unfair.
whatever that
Does
can
everybody come to the table in the back
Crazy.
room? Just pull them out. Just pull them
yeah,
out.
just pull them out. Just pull them out. So what are you taking? I'm
Yeah,
taking
Blair's
this,
an idiot.
this, and this, man. Like, and not none of these motherfuckers is like illegal. It might make my pee look fucking like crazy yellow, but it's not illegal. This is just supplements so I can survive, man. And it's like,
Weird.
you know, it seems like at least some transparency might help. But I would say just do that. And if you truly believe that like you can do better, or you can somehow stop that left hand from smacking you in the face every time you throw a jab, then do that. You know what I mean?
Bet. We gonna move on from that one with that.
Like,
Yo, let me ask you a question.
I'll be right there to lose my money again. Like,
Man, Blair the Flair is a damn fool, yeah. Hey, Pass Nation was good. Snack has under the radar PDs. Yeah, he intellectual. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, so look, man, he's entitled to his opinion. I ain't tripping off it, but I think he was just talking. I ain't gonna lie. Blair just be soaking it up. He see a camera, lights, camera, action, just let him go. He just go. I never take none of these fighters say personal. He was just a little confusing. The only thing I couldn't get with is him sounding like Devin is the issue. Like he did something unfair. You talking about give him emotional fairness or something, not some lawsuit hanging over his head. Like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? None of that's the issue, bro. You act like the fight ended and he's suing him because he got beat up. Like, the Osterine, you got to throw that in there, whether you think it was a little bit, a lot of bit, whatever. That's the issue. Like, that's all I didn't like. He was like, you can't be that silly, dude. I know you trying to make a point, but you gotta do better than that. Blair is a damn entertainer at the end of the day, man. He just come on to run his jab a little bit, man. But look, aside from all that, man, why not fight, yo? Why not fight? Hey, chat, man, y'all talk to me, chat family. Is this a good fight? Is this a good fight for Devin to come back? Do y'all want to see this fight, being that he talking like this? I want to see Devin beat him up. I like to see Dev get in there with him. They sparred before, too. I like to see Dev get some work with him. Why not? I like to see Devin run it with him. He's been talking crazy. Dev get in there and kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind seeing it. I wouldn't mind seeing it, I wouldn't mind seeing it. My teammate out, but Blair does, so you can't see the business side of things. So he clearly hating on Devin. That was a little weird, Damon. I didn't get it. He was just talking, just running them jabs. But look, all things, do that make y'all want to see a fight now between these two? Do y'all want to see a fight now? They didn't talk crazy about, Devo dad. He talking crazy. Do he need his ass kicked or what, y'all? Talk to me. Do we need his ass beat? He just talking like Dev did the one that did something wrong. That man ain't did nothing wrong, man. He got shaded, man. At least I could acknowledge that much, man. You can't ignore it. But look, the young Debo Dev said he will be number one. You know what I'm saying? He will be pound for pound number one at that. So yeah, Cobb got a little punch on him. He could box a little bit. Cobbs ain't just the guy that don't know how to fight. You know what I'm saying? He's just unproven. You seen him lose to Alexis Rocha. You see where the deficiencies lie, right? You seen him have a scrap with Maurice Hooker. You know what I'm saying? We know what Blair Cobbs is at this point. He talk a lot, but I personally would like to see Dad fight him now. I really would. I wouldn't mind. I think I wonder. I should do a poll, man. I should do a poll. Sure, should Devin Haney fight Blair Cobb after he was talking crazy like this? Devin can't decline if fights presented to him to return to Blair. Come on, yeah, man. I mean, look, yeah. If it's a fight at 47, Remo, it ain't gonna be bad because it'll be a welcome to the division fight. You know what I mean? It ain't nothing worse than him selecting Regis. No disrespect, stylistically, like that was a bad fight for Regis. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be as one-sided as that to me. I think Blair would give him some trouble. I really do, but I think he can beat him, though. You know what I'm saying? But I think Blair could make things interesting for sure, especially if it's his first fight at 47. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be a backward step if it's at 47 so much, right? But again, I don't think he planning on going to 47 no time soon. At least not in the immediate future. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ice-T, who else? Sinbad, like all them dudes, man. Tripping. I thought so too, Rob, man. I thought so too, bro. I thought 47 would suit him, and his body frame. I think he got the frame and stuff for height frame and stuff like that for it. But at the tippy top, it's gonna get sticky because you got Jerron up there. Yeah, the way he was just talking, you know what I'm saying? Boxing hacker, he was tripping a little bit right there. I had to call. He was tripping a little bit right there. Blair was wilding. He just completely almost ignored it. He was just like, this lawsuit stuff. You're being a hoe. And he was definitely he was trying to create that moment, that viral moment for sure. He was definitely trying to create that viral moment for sure. That's why he was talking like that. The guy saw his trash. I bet $1 to a donut. Haney never sees the scale. It says 140 again. You probably right, Tommy. You probably right. You're probably right, bro. You're probably right. Oh, you say you never see the scale. It's a chance, but I wonder though. I just wonder. I think a lot of that depends on how long he stays out too. You get what I'm saying? How long does he sit on the sideline? I think a lot will be that'll determine a lot. That'll weigh in heavily. You get what I'm saying? How long will he remain on the sideline, being that the Parrow fight didn't work out, right? Still trying to find a good option, something that you could come back and jump right into. Parrow was as dangerous as they could have got as a get back fight. He's now fighting Hitchens in Puerto Rico, so and that's what in December, I believe. So that's off the table for him. Man, I don't know. I'm telling you, man. I think Blair Cobb ain't that bad of an option, man. Maybe I'm tripping, bro, but hey, man, you got to get back somehow. I mean, who do you do it against? Sandor Martin fighting somebody. Like I said, Ryan Garcia is suspended. You're not fighting him right away. Blair Cobb sitting up there at 47, just talking on the sideline, man. I don't know. Be a tricky fight, but I think you can beat him. I do. Think you can beat him. I think he can beat him, y'all. I think he can. Said, why ain't he going gaining weight so fast? Man, it's looking like he should move to 147 already. I think Ambrose, I think that's a result of shrinking down to 35 for so long that now you moved up. Your body just ready to go up again. You know what I mean? He's still growing young. You know what I mean? Young guy. What, he's 25? So that's what I think it was, man. Just, naturally, you're stripping yourself down for so long, then you go up. Now your body enjoying that little bit of freedom, and then when you get that time off, you just, you know what I mean? He a big young boy, man. Got some weight on him, solid frame. That's why I thought 47 would be ideal at this point, but we'll see. Yeah, Parrow and Hitchens is gonna be it, bro. That's gonna be it. That's gonna be the joint. That's gonna be the joint right there. Feel me, Blair? Just Carpenter. Yeah. I don't know what Blair. Blair was just trying to create a viral moment a little bit, talking like that. That's what I reduced it. That's why I ain't even mad at him. He just talking. I wonder if Dev see it. But I wonder would he want to fight him. I'm telling you, y'all, am I crazy? Like, is that a good fight for him coming back, or is that too much, or is that just too risky? You know what I mean? Like, come on, he was about to fight Parrow. Parrow. Definitely, I mean, Blair ain't a better fighter right now than Parrow is. You know what I mean? So he was thinking about doing that. So I don't know. I don't think Blair Cobb is crazy, bro. AB. But look, he lost it. He lost to Blair Cobb. You get what I'm saying? I don't know why that, you know what I mean? So it would, you know what I mean? You fighting a guy that beat AB. And a lot of people feel like I don't know. I think people will watch that too, though. I think they would. But I just feel like they won't fight AB. I don't know why. I just feel like they won't do that. I will watch it though. I think people will definitely take AB over Blair Cobb for sure. Definitely makes sense, but you just keep in mind though, Blair Cobb did just beat AB, so it wouldn't be the worst thing. You know what I mean? If you beat the guy that beat him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Yeah, obviously, I think Blair Cobb got more fights in him than Broner at this point. Kind of been rehydrated to 170. It kind of been big young bull too. Devin can fare well against other champions. He could fight Stamos and Norman Jr. Those are good challenges right there. Those are good challenges. That better leave Blair alone. AB don't need another Flair fight. I don't know what AB gonna do, but But I'm telling y'all, man, Davion was good with it, man. I don't know, man. I like that fight for him though. I ain't mad. I like it. And again, he beat Broner. So why not? You know what I'm saying? Something tells me they won't fight AB. And they won't think about fighting. I don't know if they think about Blair, but now I really should put a poll up in my community section about this fight. Should he fight Blair Cobb? Should he look at like, is that a bad fight? Good or bad fight? Blair versus Devin Haney. I don't know, man. I don't think that's bad. Yeah, I really don't. Said you won on that fight. I was going to whoop Broner. Yeah, man. I wish AB had more time with the coaches to prepare. I really do. I ain't act like y'all didn't have anything to do with it. He said, yeah, for sure. For sure that. Let me plug my mic back. Man. For sure that. Staying honest with Haney. Yes, that'd be yeah, I mean, listen, them championship fights are be good fights for him, but I don't know. I don't know. Come back. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, not that bad, bro. I'm telling you, Blair to Flair. Especially, all right, I'll say this. If he was moving out of 140. If he was moving out of 140. Because I don't know. You just go try to fight one of them champions, Mike. Do something to you. Stay in illness. Don't stop coming, bro. So, yeah, it is. It is going to be tough at 47 for him. I wouldn't be surprised Don King only promoted ever dead now. Damn. The Dawn. I really wonder what's next for him, though. You know, I'm ready to see it. You know, I think Blair done opened his mouth up enough to get punched in it. You know, I would like to see them fight. I'd like to see that press conference, him talking trash, because he'd be talking about that lawsuit situation. You know he was, so you already know what he'd be coming to do. Always say he thinks Ryan be juicing since been juicing since the Duno fight. That's crazy. Top tier fighter that made he should fight. Yeah, man. I don't know what's next for Blair. I mean, he needed to try to build off the Broner win and not be on the sideline. Maybe that's why he's talking crazy about Dev. Maybe he feel like Dev took had a bad situation with Ryan he could capitalize on. Maybe. But I'd like to see it, though. You know what I'm saying? Dev don't need to go back to 140. Yeah, I know. I mean, look, the first weight cut was tough. I think this one obviously was too. And I think it's only going to continue to be tough. I mean, he's just a big young kid. He gained weight. You know what I mean? After he make the weight. That's why I think even if he took the power fight, it was going to always be difficult to make because he was going to have to be under them IBF rules. So I was wondering how much, like how close was that fight really, in terms of happening? Because I just couldn't picture him dealing with that rehydration. Couldn't see it, man. You paid to fight Blair, $4 million. Shit, if he want that, Mr. Improv, I think that's gonna be a problem moving forward altogether. It seems like, and I ain't in his pockets, but that's what it seems like. Because if it wasn't, then that's what he would have got to fight, Buddy. He would have got to fight Power. J Walk was good with Blair versus Speedy, AB versus Dev. I think Speedy been out the mix a little bit. I mean, I don't know I think he's a free agent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Listen, I'm not against neither of the matchups, bro. I'm not against AB and Dev. I'm not. I just feel like I don't know. I feel like they ain't gonna give us that fight. They ain't gonna try to look to fight him. It'll be a good fight for him, though. Shit, I wouldn't be against it. Right. I think Speedy might have a fight coming up. Hope so. I try to get him up here. Ryan and made a division weight a whole career. He's supposed to surpass Manny and Canelo for the catch weight. He the catch weight king. Yeah, man. I wouldn't be against it, yo. If he, but I don't know. I don't know where that. After hearing Blair talk the way he was talking in that little interview, shout out to Fight Hype too. After hearing Blair talk that way, I don't know. I wouldn't mind seeing that just punch on him or jab him. I don't care how you got beat him, but I think that's a fight he could win. I think it is a test of Blair's got an awkward style and he could punch. He got some decent power. I mean, he boxed a little bit, a little irky jerky, little weird style, but yeah, that would be a strange fight. I don't think they'd go down that road. Even play with that dude. I don't think they gonna even play with what's his name? I don't think they even gonna play with Blair Cobbs, man. But it'd be good to see it though. I mean, I think Devin just at this point he need a good dance partner on the way back. You know, he need a good dance partner, and the reason why I said that, then when you got a guy talking like this, shit, why not want to see the fight? He talking crazy. I mean, I'd like to see Dev sock him in his jaw. See if he could, put an L on his and then he coming off again. He coming off the win. He coming off the win over AB too. Yeah, why not? Why not see it, man? Why not see this joint? I got Cobb. I ain't being sarcastic either. I know that's a tricky fight though. That's the more I think about it though. The more I think about it, Cal, the more I'm like, yeah, that ain't gonna be it. Because it's just too much of a, I don't know. But I think he could beat Cobb. I really do. But I don't know. When I hear fighters talking like he was talking, hold this, hold that. Oh yeah, I could fight, right? Well, I mean, once you fight him, you know what I'm saying? Damn, look at a 5'9", 200-pound running back frame, more so than 140. The boxer frame, damn. And he struggles with salt pulls. Hey man. You got to get in there. Man, young Haney's going to be pound for pound number one. I don't know what y'all talking about. I mean, it's in writing, you know what I'm saying? He manifesting it right now. Going to be pound for pound numero uno, you did. But like I said, I don't know. I ain't going to call him out his name. I'll let these dudes do it. Blair the Flair can have at it, man. I think he was just trying to have a moment right there. Like I said, it'd be an intriguing matchup if he was to move to 47, but I don't know. Some tells me he's going to still be at 40, but I don't know how long he's going to be on the sideline. I feel like the longer you're on the sideline, the less time you have at 140, if that's fair to say. And I'm only strictly going off of how you came into 140 already, it being difficult to make weight. You figured you had another fight since then, difficult weight cut, where Ryan just pissed away the training camp and making weight and all that. Now that situation later, and you've had months and months outside the ring now, then you come back to that weight class again. It's never going to be easy. So I think the longer you take to get back, the less time you just have altogether at 140. And at some point, it got to be hard. It got to be difficult to keep moving that way. It got to be difficult. At some point, it got to be difficult to keep moving that way. Has to be, man. Has to be. Got to be difficult, bro. No, I told you that. Blair the Buster, Blair the Flair, man. He coming for everything that's his. That what he said. Now. That's what he said. But it'd be a good fight if he came back to fight him, Because Bill been not going at it.
Now we name calling because we could definitely go there. Let's just keep it respectful. Sideshow Bill.
No,
respectfully.
you ain't ready to go there. You ain't ready to go there, fat boy.
No. It's okay. I know it's an emotional time. It's an emotional time. Ryan was landing the hook. It's emotional. I understand it. But what percentage do you place the blame? Give me a percentage. Ostarine,
you didn't land your job. Okay, well, you didn't land your job in life, so you came in, and the best thing that you can do is troll Bill and Devin. But I'm gonna give you the work that you need. I'm gonna make you famous.
You started name calling, bro. You started name calling.
I didn't call you the name. You keep saying this Diddy shit. Now what I'm saying is, as a black man,
Troy was really at a Diddy party.
Nah, he's saying Troy. Yeah, Troy was at a Diddy party. As a black man, you are gay. As a black man, from a black man to another black man, you are gay, and you just ain't came out yet.
What?
You're gay.
I don't like bitches.
What the fuck?
I love
you're
bitches.
Gay.
Oh man, that right there. That's why for exchanges like that is why we need Young Dead back in the ring. Because everybody got too much stuff to say. Everybody got bull. Everybody found their tongue. Everybody done found their voice. Everybody done stuck their chest out. They down there celebrating this loss, man. They celebrating that Osterine left hook. He got Dev. You gotta get back in there, bro. You got to get back in there, G. You dig, G? Got to get back in there sooner than later, B. Sooner than later. Oh man, that was couple days ago, Kyle. I forgot to bring it up in one of the lives, but I had it in there. I figured I'll save it for today, being that Haney was part of the topic, man. I'm rooting for them. I'm gonna keep on saying it. I tell my jokes, I joke a little bit, but I'm rooting for them. Get back in there, because the more you sit on the sideline, it's like the more interviews your dad doing, the more shit people talking. They're just mounting up. I know you ready to punch somebody in their face again. I know you ready. I know the fighter in you is ready to go out there and punch one of these dudes in their face. I know you ready. I know preferably Ryan, but till then, get your ass back in that ring, man. Everybody got loud and proud, man. Everybody talking crazy since you and Ryan fought. Nah, get back out there and silence some of the naysayers, man. Quiet some of the noise and that chatter. Go out there and beat somebody ass. And I'm not joking when I say that. Go out there. I don't care however you got to do it. Box somebody. Take somebody to school. You know what I mean? Swim without getting wet. You know what I mean? Box and be cleaned on it. Do whatever you need to do, but you got to get back, bro. Got to get back. Everybody got an opinion. Everybody talking crazy. He said, that man said, woo, child.
How we name call it? Because we could definitely go there. Let's just keep it respectful, sideshow Bill.
No,
respectfully.
you ain't ready to go there. You ain't ready to go there, fat boy.
No, it's okay. I know it's an emotional time. It's an emotional time. Ryan was landing the hook. It's emotional. I understand it. But what percentage do you place the blame? Give me a percentage. Osterine,
you didn't land your job. Okay, well, you didn't land your job in life, so you came in, and the best thing that you can do is troll Bill and Devin. But I'm gonna give you the work that you need. I'm gonna make you famous.
Bill, you started name calling, bro. You started name calling.
I didn't call you the name. You keep saying this Diddy shit. Now, what I'm saying is, as a black man,
Troy was really at a Diddy party.
Nah, he's saying Troy. Yeah, Troy was at a Diddy party. As a black man, you are gay. As a black man, from a black man to another black man, you are gay, and you just came out yet.
What?
You're gay.
I don't like bitches.
What the fuck?
I love
you're
bitches.
gay.
Oh my God, he's an idiot, bro. He's an idiot. It's an emotional time, bro. He says from a black man to another black man. You're gay. Bill, well, go shout out to the Boxer Voice, man. Shout out to the Boxer Voice, bro. They shout out, man. That's funny, bro. That's funny stuff, man. Shout out to them always doing their thing, man. But the conversations that be happening over there, I be catching little clips. The clips be killing me, bro. Shout out to them. Salute to them doing their work. But, man, that's why I say, man, idle time is provided a window of opportunity as long as he's on social media for people to try to take shots is all I'm saying. And obviously, he can hold his own. He always going to fire back. Bill always come in with a fully loaded clip with extras. But, you know, I just feel like it moves so far off of boxing. Everybody keep reliving this. I left all these left hook jokes, Osterine jokes. I know you just ready to put some of that behind you and put some distance between you and that conversation and that situation as a whole, right? Respectfully, because you went through it, you dealt with it, you processed it, you deserve to be able to move on and see what Devin Haney is. This is this next chapter for you. Let's see what this next chapter is. Look, I'm wholeheartedly rooting for the dude. I want to see what he do when he get back. You know what I mean? It's crazy because we thought we had an opponent. At least I thought, you know, I was thinking, damn, Paro's crazy. That's great. Then now it's not Paro. They take that off the table. Now it's somebody else, or we don't know, should I say. Not somebody else, but now we just don't know again. It's almost like back at square one. So hopefully they stay within the top 15 or something like that, to that effect that they were speaking about anyway. If they do that, I think they'd be just fine. But who he fights on the comeback is going to be interesting to see style wise, right? You know what I mean? Who they select, because Paro, like I said, that would have been a risky ass fight on a comeback. So maybe it's a blessing in disguise that fight didn't come to fruition. Not to be funny, not saying it's something he can't win, because I do believe that's a fight he could win, but I feel like it's so much better to allow yourself a bounce back fight after something like that. I think you go owe that to yourself just to, shake, work out the kinks, so to speak. If you don't believe in ring rust, just kind of work the kinks out, man. Get, back, get back to what you get back into what you're doing, but work yourself back into it. You know what I'm saying? Now you got options. You could always try to go right back into the deep end, but I think he could use this Parallel situation not coming to fruition as a like a maybe an opportunity to you gonna go beat somebody ass to get back everything you feel like is owed to you, right? So I don't know how they gonna play it, but I want to see them make a move. Hopefully sooner or later. Everybody got an opinion. Blair Cobb talking crazy. Dude ain't never been a champion. You know what I mean? He might not never be the way he going, but who knows? But he talking crazy. That's why I say, man, everybody has gotten so loud since this fight with Ryan Garcia, man. I know he got to get tired of it. I know he ready to move past that and do something different, man. So I don't have no idea, man, at all. After the Parallel situation went by the wayside, I don't know who he could fight coming back. I just don't have a clue right now. I don't. Yeah. Y'all crazy. I don't know why he was on that. Yo, he meant that. Bill was dead serious about that. He was pissed off, wasn't he? Bill was pissed off about that. He wasn't having it, bro. He wasn't having it. But like I said, I'm rooting for y'all. I'm rooting for the Haneys, man. Bounce back, man. The bounce back is always better than anything,
That's a boxer? Wait! Easy work. She just made the video way better.
Oh, the boys are back.
That's a boxer? Wait! Easy work. She just made the video way better.
Yeah, that was Dev Girl. They said trolling Ryan was punching the bag. That's a boxer. You weak. You weak. But yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. Hopefully he bounced back. Like I said, man. Make a smart move on the get back, bro. With the world is watching, being returned from all of it. But yeah, you that's true to a degree. That's why I say, Cal, I feel like a lot of that could be a result of what ended up happening, but now they have an opportunity to see it as such and work past it, right? Make some necessary changes, whatever need be. Add something, take something away, remove something, whatever. Like, I'll say this, from what I heard from what Eddie Hearn was saying with all the people in the locker room, maybe you could start right there. I ain't one for being in, saying you doing this and that wrong, but look, hearing this 20 people in the locker room, hell no. You ain't start with 20, hell no. Where they come from? So maybe you could start right there. Then, add another set of eyes. Look, you was in the wild card gym. You was taking pictures with Freddie Roach. I don't know. Maybe use his tutelage or his knowledge. I don't know, man. But I would like to see what he's gonna do on the bounce back. We'll see, though. We'll see, man. We'll see. He got options, man. He got some options. He just got to be smart. That's all I can say, man. Bruce, guys, shout out to the OG, man. Too much slander over there. Yeah. Thirst trap hour acting up. Right. So we'll see, man. Blair Cobbs, like I said, he has some choice words for the young dead, man. But like I always say, it's easy to have that kind of energy and speak like that when you're not the one going through it, Shout out to Dead, man. Bounce back. That's all it is. Just a hurt business, man. Boxing is unforgiving. The internet is even worse, even less unforgiving, right? So just get back in the mix, man. Beat some ass. And like I said, I'm standing on that. I think him and Blair Cobb would be a cool fight. Think it would. I wouldn't be against him and Broner neither, though, But we'll see. We will see. We will see, man. Time will tell. But I think he want to be smart, man. He want to be smart while he do this. You know, so shout out to him. Wish him the best. We're going to see what his bounce back is like. But let's keep rolling. So one more thing, one more topic I wanted to touch on, y'all. And it wouldn't be right if I didn't, right? It's with the stuff I've been seeing. Since this Lamont Roach, announcement, man, people have not stopped complaining yet, right? They've not stopped complaining yet. And I'm hearing a number of different things, right? So I'm going to play this clip and shout out to the dude. What is it? Hot Takes or whatever. Hot Takes. He had an interesting little short clip about Tank Davis. I'm going to play that for y'all. And y'all let me know what y'all think. They might not be coming back off of laws, but definitely fresh off ass whooping that can't be erased. True indeed. Right. So I'm going to play this clip, man. Y'all tell me what y'all think, man. What did you when y'all hear this?
Gervonta Davis is wasting a lot of potential. He continues to remain at 135, and outside of an injured Shakur Stevenson, the division is bone dry. But if you left it up to Tank fans, he would tell you it's because he's only 5'5". But so was the boxing legend who had a better resume than Floyd Money Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao. Ironically, Tank Davis used to be a weight bully. In between fights, he used to weigh 175 pounds. Now, I'm not saying he need to be 147 like Manny Pacquiao, but we have to be honest and tell the truth. 140 is no longer a stretch. He has the skill set and the boxing ability to hang in there with the best of them. He is A-side, so he can either go for Liam Peril and get the IBF where he'll have a rehydration clause for all his fights, or he can make people sign for a rehydration clause. But in the words of Bill Haney, it is time to go to 40, bro. Dare to be great. And I'm a fan. I just want to see more. Look at his matchup versus Lamont Roach. His fans already stating that they know he's going to win. Those matchups from those smaller fighters are too predictable. If you want to be the face of boxing, face everybody in boxing that you can. Period.
Man, shout out to good brother from Hot Takes, man. His name, Instagram, Hot Takes. I mean, I've been seeing his content circulating a little bit, man. And I thought that was an interesting take nonetheless, right? It's just crazy, man. Like I understand the comparisons and different stuff like that, but it's so much like context that you got to add to that conversation when you make the comparison between him and Manny. And I get it, Manny went up a bunch of weight classes, but y'all already know, man. Like y'all already know what it is. Some comparisons just it's not the same. You know what I mean? It ain't just the height that made them difference, man. Made them different, should I say. I'm going to just leave that there. But look, I hear, man, people going to always question the potential whenever a fighter is not moving the way certain individuals or a group of people or a certain percentage of fans think they should be doing. But I've been saying this time and time again, bro. In this particular instance, you can't really jump all the way on his case because of you seeing what the direction and the focus was. And as long as you understand that, you could kind of understand the pieces on the board and how everything went from being potential availabilities or outcomes to now not being on the board for right now, especially when you think of the date that they got December 14th out there. I mean, how many of them options that we keep naming of those people would have been ready? The injured Shakur Stevenson, the division. You kind of saying it like, and respect to him. I respect everybody's takes. I never attack the person. If anything, you would just examine or, talk about the argument. And one of the things you're saying is besides an injured Shakur Stevenson, the division is bone dry. So you kind of, kind of telling, but that's where he wants to be at for the foreseeable future. And there's still some names that he want to see if he can get on his list before he even think about moving anywhere else. So I think that's just where he at. As far as the 140 talk, that's always going to be a hit and miss because you at a point where you got a guy that has tested the waters up there, didn't really like it, came back down to 35, and I don't know if that's just where you want to be at. That's where you want to be at. I don't know. It's tough to tell him to move where we want to see him move at. But I understand those challenges we feel like are up there. But some of those names that we start throwing out there are people that I bet you are not going to fight. T.O. get a lot too much credit for being a potential opponent of so many people, a potential opponent for Tank. If Tank move up to 140, if you go up to 54, that's a opponent for Bud. Man, this dude don't want to fight no Bud. Man, you heard him when they asked him who we want to fight, Tank or Crawford, whichever monkey want the banana and all this stupid stuff. Like, he don't really want to fight him, man. He get a lot of credit for people thinking he would fight, you know, these fighters that he really just showed me that he don't really want nothing to do with. So I don't know, man. It's tough. You saying the division is dry on one end, so he had to seek outside of the division to salvage that date. It's a stay busy fight. Not saying Lamont Roach is a stay busy guy, but this in a sense, in essence, that's what they're doing. They salvaging the date. They keeping this guy active so he don't run into the next year coming into a layoff, you know, going to the next year on a layoff. Like he just had a layoff. They're trying to avoid that again. So it's a lot to consider, man. And if none of these fight, this is my problem. Like with any argument, we ignore the shit that's out there. Not one fighter is claiming or can claim that he avoiding them and don't want to fight them. You get what I'm saying? So that's not, it's not just, oh, he ain't making the fights. The fights ain't happening. I don't think that. I don't feel like he got to go to 140 right now, but that is a conversation that I'm going to have at a later date, because you got to think of 5 or 6 fight deal. Can he spend the entire 5 or 6 fights at 135? He actually could if he want to, but is there enough quality opposition available, and will they be enough available opposition, quality opposition available for him to fulfill the deal? But look, he could have his train of thought. What you call wasted potential, that's him, man. I just look at it as long as he's in that division with those guys, the opportunity is there to make those fights. And until he knocks off at least the second best guy that's at 35, I don't want to see him move to 140. That's for me. I'm not against seeing him go there at all. But again, you got to consider what the fighter wants. And if he comfortably at 35, and that's just what it is, we're going to have to make peace with that. And if people really want that opportunity with him, they're going to have to go to him. You can't expect the opportunity to come to you. And because Manny Pacquiao did it, don't mean Tank got to do it. And I really don't care what Manny Pacquiao did. The minute he said he was scared of needles, all red flags went off, and I just don't think that comparison should be made because of that. You know what I mean? So that's just me. I can't Tank fight the young boys. Nah, he could, but T.O. don't want to fight people. Shakur, he should fight. Richardson Hitchens is at 40. Dev is another one at 40. That's the problem. Like, if those guys really want to fight him, it's gonna be tough to make fights where a guy is not planning on going to that division. That's the problem. Shakur is a definite. They at 35, they definitely need to fight. No ands, if, buts, or maybes. T.O. don't really want to fight people. That'd be a great fight as well if it happened at 140, but it's a matter of, will he get to a point where he might have to? But I think right now it's early. I don't think we're seeing him in no other weight class but the one that he in. No, I mean, at least for right now. But I don't think he is scared to go back to 140. I don't think none of that. I just think that the fight got to make sense, and they got to want to do it. I feel like if he feel like all his business is done at 35, then maybe you could see that. But it's still some great fights to make there. I just want to see him. At least I know one for sure that I definitely want to see before he even think about moving out. So we'll see. Boxing Hacker, shout out to you for the 5-piece, man. Telesantos coach said they were all for the fight, and team are the ones that chose to fight Roach instead. So someone at 35, that's I don't be running with that stuff, Boxing Hacker, man. The timing of it is too convenient, bro. Like, you got to think about it. Kid Austin, Pops, Floyd Schofield said they ducked him for Lamont Roach. They ducked them for Lamont Roach. You get what I'm saying? Like, the dudes be saying anything, man. And again, not fighting no injured ass dude, no dude coming out no injury, and the worst performance of his career, that was a loss. You've never seen him do it. Like, I just, that disqualifies him from that situation. It just would be a bad look. That's worse than fighting a world champion. That's a world champion in a weight division with a title defense. De Los Santos Only title he fought for, he lost, and he stunk it up, looked bad, didn't do anything, and just been injured ever since on the sideline. You get me? It just would be a tough sell. You know what I'm saying? Good matchup for us, but just not under them circumstances, right? So I just don't think he was high enough on the list because of his current situation, if that makes sense. Maybe you still feel like, yeah, he can fight him coming off a loss and an injury. That's cool, but I don't think powers that be. It ain't just him. I don't think the powers that be is like, yeah, this the guy to fight after he just looked like that in that fight. Then we go fight him. Like, it's just tough. Like, he got to do something else to make it make sense, I think. You know what I mean? And I understand Lamont Roach is out of left field for people, but again, I take a champion with a title defense with 27 fights over a guy with less than 20 fights, with a couple losses and less than 20 fights, right? And bad performance and injury, gaining all that weight. They full of it, acting like they was just, we ready to go. Of course, anybody would say that, but I just don't. I hate the way they make it sound like he just avoided them and chose somebody else, man. They chose what made more sense.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Why not do what everyone else does and cut to 126 to 130? Huh? What? Tinkers is 135. That's his class. Why not do what everyone else does and cut to 126 and 130? Who's cutting to 126 and 130? I don't understand what you were saying right there. Tank hate is encyclopedic volumes of hate. Yeah, I don't get it. If Curry gonna fight him, go to his weight class. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it, bro. They keep saying, "Oh, you dare to be great, dare to be great." He could be great at 35. That's just what it is. So there's no reason to move up to 140. That's what I'm saying. I mean, opportunities is there. Like, there's some reasons to do it, but the ultimate thing got to be if that's something he wants to do. Now, I mean, the thing is, we be wanting stuff for these fighters, bro, but they gotta want it for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tay Peeps, Queen. How you feeling? Garone might beat him. Oh, Kid Austin, yeah, he fighting a good fighter. Santos 130 pounder, he was one. Shit, Tank 126 pounder. We doing that, so we making too much of an argument for a guy that ain't really did nothing. That's all I'm saying. Jim in late September off an injury by his own admission. Yep, well documented. Roach's Tank was made around the third week of September. How was he bad? Talk to him. Deep BT, my guy. That's why I keep saying, just pay attention to the timing of the interview when it came out. That's why I said it's very convenient for them to try to make it seem like, oh, they went and picked him and not us. Y'all asses wasn't getting picked. Man, De Los Santos got to show something else besides just surviving and going 12 rounds with Shakur. I need to see something else though. Think about it. Shakur was about to have another. He would have had 2 fights while De Los Santos still on the sideline. Respectfully, he got to do something before he say anything about Tank. He got to do something on the sideline. You get me? He got to do something, y'all. He got to give us something, bro. Got to give us something. You remember how fights Rael had out 35-1, I think one. The real one that I know of. Now, maybe he could have had some early in the career. I'm not for sure. I could check, but not many. Not many. I don't think many. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he had many. Matter of fact, you know what? Let me do this. We ain't got to guess. I ain't got to guess, Kyle. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me, man. Appreciate the ones that's rocking with me, man. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. We gonna keep on going for a few. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull it up. Let me see. Give me a second. Why would they pull it through that? There you go. Yo, it's so many Jose Valenzuelas, bro. It's crazy. It is crazy, eh? Nah, nope. I was on point. Now he had one fight at like 137. 2 of them. That's it. So one official fight at 140. Other than that, it was you know, where they be fighting in between weight classes. So yeah, one real official fight at 140. You know what I mean? Kid Austin ranked number 2. Yeah, Kid Austin fight. He got a fight lined up too, and he just ain't in position. Like he might look like an option for people, but that's just something to say, man. That dude ain't got no experience whatsoever. He ain't got nowhere near enough experience. He ain't proven on no level. Like that's the thing. Think about that. We make it more of a case for guys that are unproven than guys that have proven themselves to be a champion and successful and defended the title. We'll kill the guy if he took a loss, but before that had multiple title defenses after winning said title. We'll kill him for losing, but then we'll make all this fuss about a guy that only competed for a title once, lost, looked terrible doing it, and ain't did shit since, but sit on the sideline talking about that, go to Baltimore and call him out. Go ahead and go to Baltimore, just like y'all silly asses in the North calling him out just to get in that fight and land, what, 40-something, 40 punches, 42, I forgot how many punches it was. Them dudes full of it, man. I like Santos too, man, but I ain't tripping that he ain't hit the lottery. That's not how you hit the lottery, bro. And we all know that. Like, we gotta at least say that. Even if you don't like Tank, you gotta be able to say, yeah, that's true. He ain't gonna fight this dude. He lost. He ain't really proved nothing. No championship experience really outside of a fight where he looked terrible, didn't do nothing, but stand and pose and point to the ground and taunt. You know what I'm saying? And act like somebody was running from him when he wasn't doing shit himself. You get me? Nah, bro. Let's hold him to the fire and let's say he got to do something. People was tripping about Fundora getting a title opportunity against Tim Tszyu off a loss. Now this dude get to lose and he deserved to be on pay-per-view too. Hell no. No, he don't. No, he don't. I just need to see him win. Fight, work your way there. If you good, then beat some ass. That's all I'm saying. Sitting on the sideline like, yeah, pick me. I might as well pick me then. You know what I'm saying? Big Dog Willie, shout out to my guy. Appreciate you for the 10-piece, man. Putting that color in the chat. Breaking news. Bill Haney on Twitter said he was in high school. He was ranked number 1 tennis player in the state of California. He quit tennis to be a backup dancer for MC Hammer and Vanilla Ice. Stupid. Yo. Breakdancing Bill, breakdancing 40 mil Bill is what
and
they
we ain't
call
never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Breakdancing 40 mil Bill is what they call him. Shout out to my guy, Big Dog Willie. Appreciate you, bro. So that's all it is. And then again, Kid Austin, like I feel like anybody that's young like that, if you had an opportunity to fight Tank, yeah, you take it. It's house money. You playing with house money. If you lose, then you can always come back, right? If you win, then you're on top of the world and your life changed forever. So, and he's been clear about why he want that opportunity. So we know, and he's also been clear about knowing that they're at least 2 years or so being able to somewhat demand that fight, you know what I mean? Or be in line for it the right way. So I guess he's a little ways away from that. He's not getting that fight right now. You know what I'm saying? He's not getting that fight right now. We ain't even see this dude, get truly tested just yet. So we just want to see some more fights, man. Want to see some more fights. I like him. I hope he keep winning. I think he will, to be honest with you. I think he will. And the more experience he get, the better he going to be. The more refined he going to be. He going to be more polished with his style, more comfortable in the ring. Yeah, kid, I like Kid Austin. That kid work hard, bro. He work hard. I like him, but he definitely got to fight. Yeah, he ain't fought since Shakur. And think about it, TM. Shakur would have had another fight had it not been for the injury. He'd have had another fight done and over with Cordina. That would have been 2 fights to De Los Santos, none. While he's sitting on the sideline, was nursing an injury, then pop back up, and his trainer go on a podcast and say, Tank chose Lamont Roach. They had all I'm tired of that. Y'all got to stop lying to the people, too. That shit corny, man. Y'all be sitting straight up there just lying with no context, no nothing. Like you got Kid Austin. I like Kid Austin. It's never no disrespect to his pops. I don't got to give it up like that. But why are y'all doing that? Y'all said Tank duck child for Lamont Roach. Now you in there, you talking about you'll stop Tank. The Kid Austin, your dad, y'all talking about y'all stop tanking 4 rounds. Shakur is easy work. I get it, but like the OG be saying, at some point, man, people gonna stop believing y'all and stop liking y'all. That ain't the way to do it. because it's shit sounds so unrealistic. You sound like you building a damn super soldier. You know what I mean? Then when he get in the ring, like what you're selling is not what he's showing. And it's not saying he ain't showing nothing, but you've sold such a one-of-one type of talent that shit got to reflect in the ring. And that's like what you selling is not what we seeing. We seeing a damn good young fighter, though. We is an improving young fighter. Work hard as hell. I think he's just gonna keep getting better gradually. But damn, man, everybody ducking him. He can't nobody touch him in sparring. He's unhittable. He's the hardest puncher in the world. Like that, I can't take that. Like, don't oversell me nothing. Anybody overselling me anything, I know is lying to me. I don't need no questions. I don't need no references. I don't need no other examples. Anybody in life, in my experience, that has oversold me something is lying. I don't want to be oversold. Like, I get it. You're supposed to say you got the best fighter, this and that, but man, yo, you can make that shit sound believable, man. You can't just say anything. And after a while, it just becomes such a turnoff for the people because we don't even know who it's coming from. Is it coming from you? Is it coming from the fighter? Is he saying he beating people ass and can't nobody type? Or is you typing this shit up and then saying he said, like, what the hell going on? All the sparring stories, you beat everybody up. Nobody could touch you. That shit ain't real, man. That's not real. That's not real. I know it's not. I don't want you to say that he out here getting his ass beat, but don't sell me this dream that he just wiping everybody's ass and he just whooping everybody's ass in the gym. Nobody can hit him. He breaking jaws, noses. You know, Tank quit to get some. You seen Tank get beat up and stop. Shakur couldn't touch him. Couldn't land a glove on him. Like, nah, bro. Nah, I'm not going for that shit. Then we see him get into a fight, causing headbutts, get cut. Nah, P getting touched in fights. I ain't saying he getting beat up, but we not seeing what you selling because you overselling. It's a such thing as overselling. I'm with you. Big him up. Tell us you got the best fighter in the world. I'm cool. But don't make him sound like you building a damn super soldier. That ain't no damn, he ain't no super soldier. You act like you building a damn cyborg or something. Like, yeah, this, you know, god damn, man. What you building? AI? What he got? He got a AI. Like, what's going on with him? Like, no, I mean, like, nah, bro. What the hell is going on with this dude? I like him. I like your son too. I respect him, and I'm gonna support him, and I rock. I like watching him fight. But damn, don't oversell me that every time, especially when it comes to sports. They will sell you a damn dream, man. And it's just all sports, not just boxing. When they oversell it, it's never what they saying it is. Very rarely, should I say. And not when I hear that some of the best fighters in the world just can't have little to no success, none, but then a less than stellar guy, a less than elite level guy can have a certain level of success, and then it'll be justified as to why this dude look good against your son. I don't want to hear that type of shit. Please don't oversell me nothing. Just let me enjoy it because I enjoy watching him fight. Strong, physical. He hit hard. He got a good punch, man. You know, he trained hard as hell. I think his feet better than what people give him credit for. Very athletic young guy, man. He's just like a sponge. I know he's gonna get better with time, but damn, don't oversell it, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is, and that's a fact, man. I like him, but let him get a step-up fight first. Like, you could oversell this and say this one is ducking you. This one can't touch you. This one, you will hurt this one. You had to work on defense with this one. You couldn't. You was hitting too hard for that one. And then as soon as somebody asks you how you rate his resume, you go to the insults and getting defensive. I don't understand it. I don't get it. If you could brag that much, we could ask some questions. Like, well, who the hell he fought that we should feel like he's this good, though? That's all I'm saying. You will say the same thing for anybody else. Oh, well, he ain't prove it. Oh, well, the guys they fighting ain't this and that. But then when somebody has the same criticism, it turns into insults. And it's like, oh, you don't know boxing now. Nah, people know boxing, but you got to fight. You got to fight the people that make sense. You got to fight the challenges, the guys, the step-up fights. Did you even have a step-up fight yet? You probably didn't. So got to just sit there and wait a little bit, man. Be patient. Shout out to Big Dog. We'll be back in the Super Chat. Breaking news: Bill Haney was escorted out of Chuck E. Cheese after he started a brawl with the Special Olympics boxing team for making Devin Haney cry. You a fool.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy, Big Dog Willie. Appreciate that support, family. Bill. Always, yeah, that too. Like, and that's just with anybody. I don't want to sound like I'm going, too crazy. Like I rock with the young kid, but I'll just be seeing the posts, the tweets, and the little reels and stories and all this stuff, and it's like you can sell us that you building that's what's going to be one of the best fighters in the world. All you want, I'm cool with that. But it's like, everybody's scared. This one is ducking them. But at the same token, you 2 years away. Like, which one is it? Is this one ducking you, or are you 2 years away from being in position to fight him? Because that's what you said on the other end. It's like, come on, man. The duck narrative is growing old for real boxing fans. We just want real situations like y'all not in position. Is that even in y'all immediate plans right now? Like, y'all know that's not what y'all trying to do right now. You get what I'm saying? Some people say y'all pulled out of that fight with Ashton Seal and wasn't really injured, but that's neither here or there. But I just want to see the kid grow. I don't want to be oversold on him while he doing it, right? I'm liking what I'm saying. I don't need to be oversold because he is talented. He is improving. He does get better. He's better than what people give him credit for. And he a brave little dude, man. So just don't you ain't got to oversell him, though. He young. He got world of time in front of him. Like, I believe that with time he gonna be dangerous as hell. Like, he continue to work. Anybody that works that hard at something is gonna be good. There's gonna be something at it. Like, he just work hard. He worked too damn hard. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying, Mr. Empire. You don't want to do that. You don't want to oversell to the point where you actually get everybody watching and then it don't deliver. And they're like, see, because all it takes is one performance. All you got to do is lose one. Nowadays in boxing, you ain't even got to lose. You don't even got to lose, bro. You could just have a off night and win, and they're going to throw you under the bus, toss you smooth under the bus. So I just want to see the young man keep growing, keep getting that experience, keep upping your competition and work yourself right there, because I love to see you fight Tank and anybody. I don't think you'll just get walked out of the ring and won't be able to do nothing. I don't think that. I don't think the guys at the top, like you can't hold your own against them right now if you got in there, but it's the matter of beating them. You want to do more than hold your own. You don't want to just give them some work or some good competition or some good rounds. You want to be able to win. And I think for you to secure that, it's necessary that you go through the growth process that you're going through. And I get it. Your dad, in the meanwhile, he's going to ruffle some feathers. That's his job. So salute to y'all both. I never shell out the disrespect. I ain't got to do that. But you ain't got to oversell him personally. I'm going to support him. I like what I'm seeing from him. He a little ways away from challenging those top tier talents. And like I said, with more experience, think about how tough is the challenge he going to be for them if you just let it happen. Because they keep him active. He constantly fighting. He busy. You know what I'm saying? That all that stuff is good. Got your little workhorse, man. So I just let this shit come because it's coming to y'all. He got the work ethic. You instilled that in him. He's standing there sleeping in the gym. You get what I'm saying? I think he got a bed in the gym or something like that. So come on, man. You got the right vehicle. Like he got it. You know what I mean? Just keep pushing him. Keep molding him. Keep just putting the right work in. Cal, cool. I got his ass blocked so I can see what he's saying. Y'all crazy, man. Shout out to the OG for now. What's good with it, OG? How you feeling? So, but yeah, I don't want to hear no more. You will stop tanking 4 rounds, and I understand you. It'll get a headline or two, but that shit ain't believable at all. It's not, and I don't think nobody really want to hear it. You know what I mean? It's only so long you could pretend, and you're gonna run into that one that's not gonna go for it. You know what I'm saying? So I just let the young man grow, keep growing. Yeah. I can't even be serious with y'all, man. Shout out to Carol Cool. They are stressing my guy out. Yeah, but let the young Schofield learn, man, and come into his own, man. He got a lot of work to do, but he on the right path, man. It's just gonna take a while. I mean, you can't force it though. I mean, telling that putting out them duck stories and them unbelievable sparring stories. That shit is just that shit weak. It's weak. Trying to stop tanking 4 rounds might get the opposite result. I'm telling you, you're gonna get what you're looking for. That shit ain't gonna go like that. Shout out to Superman. Shout out to Superman. What's good with it? So I just want to see, like I say, he got a fight coming up. He got a fight coming up. And he got a decent opponent in front of him. So let's see how he look with this opponent in front of him if he could win, man. Impressively. Let's see if he win impressively. Somebody stop tanking 4 rounds. Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't feel like nobody doing nothing like that. I do far too talented. I mean, anything can happen. Let me always say that because you know it's those people. How do you know? Anything could happen. Well, what's the likelihood of Tank getting stopped in 4 rounds by Cade Austin? What's the likelihood of Shakur Stevenson not being able to land a punch against Cade Austin? It's just that shit I'm not going to ever believe. You're not going to get me to believe that. That if he that damn good, he might as well, like the rest of the opponents that he in here with, he might as well knock all of these dudes out with ease and just run through them. Nobody, he shouldn't even be relatively challenged until you get to that level, if that's the case. Joseph S., he said, who the Roach beat? Why you asking who Roach beat? Resumes don't win fights, Joseph. Resumes don't win fights. Skills do, bro. Skills do. You know what I'm saying? Skills do. You know what I mean? You ain't never seen a resume climb in between the ropes and win no fight. You know what I mean? You could beat Godzilla to fight before. If you get in there and don't perform on the night, don't matter who you beat. Now, don't get me wrong. Experience does count, but names don't win fights. You got to perform on the night. You know what I'm saying? You could have the best resume in the world, but if you get in there and don't perform on the night, don't really matter who you beat. He said the Jackson brothers. That's Joseph S. I don't know if he one of them though, man. That ain't Joseph Jackson, is it? You ain't related to the Jacksons. Shout out to the OG for sliding through, man. Appreciate y'all hanging to the end of the show, man. But I just had to speak on Cade Austin. Like, I like him. I like what he doing in terms of his work ethic, where he headed. But you know, I know his father just, you know, he gonna do what he's supposed to do though. But he ain't gotta oversell it, man. You know what I'm saying? They got something good going. To get Tank out in 4 rounds. Yeah, man. Hell no. No. That might get him hurt. I'm telling you. It was interesting about them too, is I heard him speaking about people getting punched and how he said he can't feel the punches and he don't really feel like nobody could hurt him. Anytime I've ever heard a fighter say they feel like they can't be hurt, has gotten hurt soon after saying it. Anytime I've heard a fighter say that, and I heard him say that a little while back in an interview about punching power, how he don't feel punches, and his dad was trying to correct him. That I know it must feel good to feel like you're invincible right now, but you ain't ran into the right challenge just yet. Keep Boomerang. What's good, fam? Benavidez is younger, but he gassed out after 6 against Vossick. I don't think he gassed out. I think his conditioning definitely was tested, though, in that fight. He was fighting so damn hard. He put everything into his fights. That's why. You know what I'm saying? I believe his condition could have been a bit better, but you never seen that to be a problem. So gassing out is much different than being fatigued. I think he felt the pace of the fight for sure, but I don't think he gassed out in the fight. I think he was fatigued for sure. He had to get a second win. And you know, that shit happens from time to time. I expect his conditioning to be better in the next fight. Kid also kind of fight like Pitbull, bunch of wild hooks. That shit won't work at the top. You gotta be smarter than that. That shit won't work at the top, especially not with Tank. That'll get you beat up. That'll get you beat up for real. And crazy thing happened in the gym. Most fighters probably had a bad day. And I get that too, but like the overall consensus, Cash was good, is him trying to convince people that nobody can touch him. He hit too hard for everybody. I don't see that type of fighter when I see him in the ring. I see a talented, strong fighter. Though. I see a dude that be punching on shit. He's strong. He can punch. He's talented, but I mean, give me a break though. Don't oversell it, bro. That's all. No driving, set up, nothing. He can, but I think he just be eager. Right now, he's still operating off that young boy energy. Like he gotta get some more experience and calm down just a bit. Watch, you'll see. At some point, I think he'll get it because he work hard. I think anybody that works that hard, like I said, it'll be all right. I mean, you just gotta give him time and put him in there with the right people in the meantime. The Tank beats Roach. Gonna cherry pick Chris Colbert. Real quick, man. Before I get up out of here, man. Listen, man. I don't know about y'all. I can't call no world champion with a title defense a cherry pick. I can't call him a cherry pick knowing that Tank was gonna fight Lomachenko, right? Lomachenko decided not to fight, so he threw the monkey wrench in the whole program. He messed everything up. From there, you seen what it was. Shakur Hand ended up being injured. Even if he wanted to fight him, it couldn't be him. Baranchik, I see somebody writing a whole paragraph on Twitter about how Baranchik this and that. You think Bob Arum trying to do charity work for Tank Davis? Like I said this before, he's not offering that dude up. So that's off the table. You get what I'm saying? I just don't know who else was he realistically supposed to fight under these circumstances, right? Or you see the champions off the table. Loma took himself off the table. Shakur had a 2-fight deal with Eddie Hearn. So Tank probably wasn't in the immediate plans right there either. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that just happened that none of it had nothing to do with Tank. Tank ain't tell Loma to say no. Shakur getting hurt had nothing to do with Tank. Baranchik not being offered up as some type of charity is not on Tank, right? Bob Arum ain't that stupid. He might as well, like I said, just mail that belt to Tank if he make that fight with Baranchik, because that he don't have a chance in hell at all. So that's all the champions right there off the table. People keep saying De Los Santos. By the time he started talking about him being ready, Tank and Roach already was situated. So that's more BS. He doing a little bit of clout chasing. Who else? What other names they throwing out there? Who else? This shit pissing me off. Rayo. They said over and over they wasn't fighting for the rest of the year, and they had a potential rematch with Pitbull going on. If you just look at everybody you name, you tell me what he was supposed to do differently to fight any of them dudes. How am I bugging? It's just nothing you can do. You keep yourself active. You say, all right, well, next man up. You fight a guy that at least prove himself to be champion instead of crying about De Los Santos that ain't did nothing but survive, go 12 rounds with Shakur and sit on the sideline with an injury. That's out the question. Raya wasn't realistic. I think they're going to try to do what they can at 140. I mean, why wouldn't they? They got a belt, but then at the same token, for a Tank fight, you'll be willing to make the sacrifice for that fight, right? But he had nothing to do with anybody else's situation. You only could make fights with the people that's available. Nobody in boxing is going to convince me that he's ducking any of these dudes and they're ducking him. It just ain't time for some of these fights. You hearing it from so many people. So I think that's why we're not seeing particular fights. But in the meantime, just sit back and enjoy the show. You got two choices with Tank. You can either hate the opponent and cry about a guy that's a champion that got 27 fights, got some experience, man. Maybe you think he ain't gonna be on Tank level. Think it'll be a good fight for as long as it lasts. It's just that simple, bro. The man had to stay active, find a way to stay active. You can't just sit on the sideline and cry about who you gonna fight. What else is he supposed to do? You get what I'm saying? Everybody say, oh, fight Shakur, fight. He injured. That kills all of that. Couldn't fight him if he absolutely wanted to. So you just got to think, man. And they still in the same division. Neither one of them lost. I do believe that fight is going to happen. I don't feel like he running from it. I think Loma was a prime example of the fact that Tank is moving towards the fights that you want from him. People just too emotional to see it. They don't want to see it because they rather hate on him and say he's cherry picking, but then they can't name the cherry pick fights. We're calling world champions cherry picks. This shit is weird, man. Boxing is in a strange place. Is it the absolute best fight that we could get? No, but we know why we not getting the absolute best fights. Check this out, and I'm gonna end it with this. Y'all more pissed off at Tank Davis and who he elected to fight to kind of keep things busy. No disrespect to Lamont, right? Keep things afloat than the guy Lomachenko that's arguably contemplating retirement after coming off one of the best wins that he's had at 135. A knockout win over George Kambosos, who never been stopped. Whether you think he's good or not, he looked phenomenal in that fight. and he decided to say no. Nobody's even mad at him, and he got his own choice, so I ain't mad at it either. It just is what it is. But how could you be mad at Tank and don't really let Loma off the hook when this will be the second fighter in a row, elite fighter, that he said no to? The first one was Shakur, then he came and fought Kambosos. Now the second one is Tank Davis. Now he talking about retirement. Be a little, y'all frustration seem like it should be with Loma, because he was giving us a unification fight with one of the best fighters in the division. Simple and plain. Boxing is simple. Either you're going to enjoy the show or you're going to complain all day. For me, I choose to enjoy the show and put things in its proper context and perspective. There's no need to cry about Tank Davis' opponents. You don't have to watch it. You get what I'm saying? You don't got to watch it. If he wasn't the type of fighter that people say he is, then we wouldn't be asking for him to fight these other top guys, right? It's a reason why you asking to see him fight those dudes. So it's all good. I think we just need to be a little bit more patient, sit back and let it happen. I don't think nobody anticipated Loma contemplating retirement the minute Tank Davis' opportunity came knocking. So, you know what I mean? I would guess that shook things up a little bit, threw things off his natural course. And what did they do? Probably went to his third, fourth, probably a fifth option, possibly in Lamont Roach, with no slighter shade to him. But it is what it is. Sometimes you got to go with the next man up. That's what he chose to do. They got some history there. They fought as kids. I get it. People don't feel like it means that much, but Lamont Roach is a good fighter. Is he on Tank Davis level? Is proven as Tank Davis? No. Just is what it is. But do we got a shot? Any of these dudes that put on gloves, get in there and try, got a shot. You know what I mean? How much of a shot he got remains to be seen. But like I said, I haven't seen a fight from Lamont Roach where he just got in there and laid down and didn't try to fight. He had the one loss to Jamel Herring, who he almost knocked out in the fight. So he had a draw. Since then, he's been on a win streak, doing good, got a title, defended it once, got some championship experience. You just got to respect it. Is it the best fight possible? No, but under these circumstances, they made it do what it do. And I'm going to just be cool with it because I got choices. I could either pay for it and watch it, or I could ignore it and not altogether and just watch something else. So I'm not going to complain about who this dude is fighting. Like I said, I think he'll prove me right in the end, moving closer to the fights that we all want from him. I think it's just it's a matter of time. It's not so much as if anymore. It's a matter of when. And I think that's the problem that people are having. Y'all want what y'all want when y'all want it. When you don't get it, he got to be a duck. Or he wasting potential. He's not doing nothing. He's cherry picking. Name me the cherries that he's picking. Name me the cherries that he's picking. That's what I'm saying. It's just too convenient, man. We got to learn to start building the sport up, man. That's why it's in the state that it's in, because we tear it down, man. We don't put nothing in context or perspective. We just get up here and complain. Tank Davis is cherry picking. He don't fight nobody. He's not doing anything. We don't got to watch him, man. And everybody continues to watch him. So, son, he doing something right, man. Say what you want, but he doing something right. Got to be something more than just him getting a knockout is why people tuning in to watch him fight every time he fight. And it's a big deal. He breaking records and numbers and, you know, record-breaking gates and all that type of stuff, man, selling out arenas. I mean, damn, you got to be doing something right. Think about how difficult it is to juggle the two. You trying to get the fans something that they want to see and something that makes sense for your career while going along with a plan that y'all probably have as a collective. And I think if y'all believe in him as a fighter, it's just this simple. If you believe in Tank Davis as a fighter, if you believe that there's a 5 or 6 fight deal out there for him, you believe there's a real list with the names, then you just got to give him an opportunity to see if he's going to fulfill that list with those names on it. You know what I'm saying? Simple and plain. But that's my time for today, man. I appreciate everybody in the building. Appreciate the Super Chat, Cash App. Much love to y'all. We going to keep building, man. Y'all stupid, man. One more build for the books, man. Shout out to everybody that came through. That stayed to the end, man. We'll be back tomorrow as we always are at 4 o'clock. But yeah, man, it's deeper than cherry picking, man. You just got to look a little bit deeper than that. I don't think nobody running around here trying to avoid challenges, man. Just got to make this shit make sense. And I think if people were ducking, we'd know that stuff. You get what I'm saying? Just how we know Loma pulled out of negotiations and thinking about retirement. If the reason he ain't fight any of these other guys is because they ducking him or he ducking them, they'll be talking about it. Shout out to the Queen Aisha and my guy Boxing. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Much love to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy the rest of this Tuesday. And I'll see all y'all tomorrow, man. Peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes. Got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it. This channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.